But enough of that. There we go. Hello, Dale, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Thursday night travel talk with Spidey. And I just want to welcome a whole bunch of very uh, good friends in the chat. Hello to you, John, JPRH1. I'm EST, so headed to sleep, but I will leave the stream running, leaving a like as well. Have a good one. Hey, thanks, man. If you're halfway asleep listening to this, just want to say shout out to you and thanks. I appreciate that. And good evening to you. Edge of Time. Greetings from the Edge of Time. And that is such an awesome way to enter a stream. Greetings from the Edge of Time. Makes you think, doesn't it? Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And another really, really good friend of the channel, Spark of Iron, and friend of mine. Hello. Welcome. And oh, hi, welcome. Kivan Six, hello, welcome to you. Greetings, programs. Good, extremely early morning to all my favorite insomniac people. Well, it's only quarter to midnight here, so not so bad. And hey, our sister from the other hemisphere, Carla Burton, hello and welcome to you. Thanks for being here. Great to have you here. And ooh, Suzanne Eckstein, another good friend of the channel. Hello and hail to you. And Rod Thunderheart. I saw your name up here. There you go. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sure you'll tell me by now. Hey, you got your phone fixed? No. But well, I mean it's fixed. I just have to go into town to get it. So next time I'm in town, could be tomorrow, could be next week. We'll see. But you can always reach me on Messenger. You have my Messenger. Anyway, Rod, you know how to find me. Thanks for being here. Everyone's saying hello. It's only 6:47 p.m. here, says Carla. That's because you're in the future, Carla. You are broadcasting from the future, and she says we can hear you clearly. Well, that's fantastic. So I've sent out an invitation, Stark of Iron. If you want to join, you're welcome to. And let's let's start with ooh, let's start with this, shall we? This is some yeah, okay. So tonight's show is about Mexico. We're going to stick to the Pacific coast. I mean, Mexico is another one of these countries like Japan, like Spain, like Australia. It's going to require more than one show, just out of respect. I mean, it's just such a fantastic place. I spent a lot of time on the east coast of Mexico. Spent a lot of time on the Pacific coast, more time on the Pacific coast actually, and all in between. There's still some. I'd still like to get down to southern Oaxaca, Oaxaca, spelled with an OX, on the Pacific coast, down really far south. But tonight we're just, I've got photos and I've got experience in Zihuatanejo, which is about halfway down Mexico, all the way up to Acapulco. No, sorry, Acapulco is south of that. No, I didn't get to Acapulco on purpose. Apparently, it's not a nice place. Vallarta. It's easily confused between the two because the Love Boat went to both of those destinations, and any of you old enough to know the Love Boat, yeah, you just equated Puerto Vallarta with Acapulco. They kind of the same. Anyway, not Acapulco, Puerto Vallarta. So yeah, let's pull those up, shall we? Let's see if I can. Ooh, okay. So, and I'm also going to talk. Just north of Puerto Vallarta is San Pancho, Sayulita. I know Sayulita is really popular beachside resort with people from British Columbia, particularly people up in Whistler for some reason. Yeah, and and Tequila is just inland from that. So I do have some photos from Tequila. Yes, there is a town actually called Tequila, and that's where tequila was made. And Carla Burton says, "Ha ha ha! That's the only reason I know those names is the Love Boat." You're damn right, Carla. Hey, Miskatonic Madman. Hello and welcome to you. So, yeah, let's. Ooh, I think I have. Do I not have a video? I think I do. Yes, this is from just outside of Tequila. So let's see if we can play this, shall we? Just outside of Tequila. Lots of blue agave plants, which is used to make tequila, all along the hillsides there. Just outside of Tequila. Lots of blue agave plants, which is used to make tequila, all along. There we go. Okay, so the blue agave, those are like the green, blue, turquoise, not turquoise, blue, green, blue plants with the spikes coming up, and just fantastic plants. Tequila, I really enjoyed the town of Tequila. So that's outside of Tequila. So if you take the bus from Puerto Vallarta or Salilito or wherever, and from the Pacific coast, and you head slightly inland, just north of Mexico City, really, but slightly inland, you'll hit Tequila. And yes, I have made that video on my channel. Thank you, Carla. Yes, that absolutely is a video that you can see on my channel. Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hi, Christian Fandom Geek. Where are you? Hello to you. Hello and welcome. Hi, we're just talking Mexico. Hello, welcome. These are our friends here. Please welcome everyone. Christian Fandom Geek. Yeah, lots of good friends here. Uh, Everyone here is a friend. So welcome. So moving on. Yeah, so that was Mexico. That was around the town of Tequila. So let's start with where the hell is this? Let's pull this up, shall we? Um, okay, so the Pacific coast of Mexico. You can fly easily from Canada. You can fly into Puerto Vallarta. So maybe let's start with Puerto Vallarta, because that's a pretty big city. Everyone knows about Puerto Vallarta. It was made famous by the Love Boat. And so let's start with Puerto Vallarta. And that was my jumping off point for the Pacific coast of Mexico as well. Um, the other cities that we're going to, or towns that we're going to cover tonight and cities along the Pacific coast of Mexico is, let's pull that up. Let's take a look at those just to make sure that I'm not talking out my ass. Okay, so we have Puerto Vallarta, uh, which is a big, one of the biggest cities on in all the west coast of Mexico, if not the biggest. I think it might be the biggest. Then moving north of Puerto Vallarta, which from Kelowna is only a 4 hour flight. So that's not really that far down. It's about a third of the way down the Pacific coast of Mexico, or less, probably less. And then north of Puerto Vallarta, we have Sayulita, which is really popular with people from British Columbia and the West Coast. It's a casual beachside small town. Just north of that is San Pancho, uh, which is actually named San Francisco, but everyone for some reason calls it San Pancho. It's an even smaller town, which I like quite a bit. And then inland from there, you can go to Tequila. Tequila is the town where the tequila is made, and I've got a few pictures of that as well. And then south of Puerto Vallarta, heading south, I stayed in Malacca for quite a while, but I want to do Malacca on its own because I've got a lot of photos and a lot of videos and a lot of great memories, and I've got some friends here that spent time in Malacca with me, so that's a separate stream. And then moving on further south is Playa Maruata, which is a town of like 500 people. It's a magnificent little beach, tiny town, and Zihuatanejo is south of that, and and that's just north of Acapulco, and it's near a big town called Ixtapa, and Ixtapa was meant to be another Acapulco with investors and everything, but I don't think it. they've got the infrastructure there, but it never made it onto the tourist maps. But so that's the lineup for tonight. Anyway, so let's get back to the chat. Hi, hello, welcome, Rod Thunderheart. East Coast says East Coast flying spider invasion imminent. Yeah, no kidding. Yep, they have those now, no doubt. So let's take a look at what have I got pulled up here? Oh, here we go. All right, so this is present. This is Puerto Vallarta, and please excuse my pronunciation. Anyone that actually speaks Spanish. So there's Puerto Vallarta, and is it that? Yeah, those are whales. That's a whale statue right in the middle of the giant intersection there. And is that Neptune? Yeah, they're Poseidon. I want to say that is Neptune or Poseidon with a trident on the top of that building. Yep, that is exactly who that is. Moving on. Oh, well, have to say hello to Susan Dolan first. Hello, Susan Dolan. Hi, and welcome. And pop culture curator. Hello, Pop. Hi, welcome. Welcome to you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Hello and welcome. So yeah, this is Puerto Vallarta, one of the first place I landed in Mexico for the Pacific on the Pacific coast. That I spent all last winter on the Pacific coast of Mexico. Okay, and that's the in Puerto Vallarta. If you get a chance to go to George's Pub, I recommend George's Pub, and they have a separate private entrance for the ladies. George's Pub, highly recommended. Right in Puerto Vallarta, not walking distance from the airport. I can tell you that from personal experience. And how's that? You see that every once in a while in Mexico. Just old cars. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And that's the thing in Mexico. There's flowers everywhere, even in the winter. See, this would have been this would have been right around February, so it was like -20 in Canada, and here you have flowers. Right, no, chain link fences you will see a lot of in Puerto Vallarta, but a lot of flowers adorning them, which is nice. Oh, that's a serious chain link fence. Look at the barbed wire up there. The barbed wire. But somehow the flowers make it look pretty. That's a weird picture right there, come to think of it. That's quite the oxymoron. Okay, Puerto Vallarta does have some nature. You can just walk outside of the city and get into some riverbeds, dried up riverbeds with lots of nature. Just be careful of the snakes. And I just took a picture of that dune buggy because I thought it was so cool. Is that Benjamin? All you Americans in the chat, is that Benjamin Franklin? In the yellow image of Benjamin Franklin right in the middle? I think that is. I didn't notice that before. Huh. Hey, we have an Australian in the house. Hello, my friend, Brett Cohen. Welcome. Hail to you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's quite the dune buggy. I thought it was impressive. That's why I took a picture of it. Moving on. Okay, Puerto Vallarta. Um, I stayed in the old historic part of Puerto Vallarta, and it's a fair walk from the airport. I got to tell you, if you're going to walk from the airport to old Puerto Vallarta, it's about 6 kilometers, 4 miles. Be prepared for it. It takes a while. But yeah, once you're there, you can see beautiful historic buildings, including churches. Now, this is taken from the rooftop of my hostel. And when I booked the hostel, it was a great location. I didn't realize that the church bells go off all hours of the night, all hours of the morning. So just keep that in mind. Ooh, everyone's saying hello to everybody. Thanks for being here. And Brett Cohen says, I live with old classical broken glass and lime. No barbed wire here. Yeah, okay. So what he means if see that's not really common in North America, but I see that a lot in Central America and Asia, and it's old school in Europe as well. Brett Cohen. So for those places that maybe barbed wire, they don't want barbed wire, or it's too expensive, or it's a pain to use. What they will do is they will use limestone mortar on the top of their wall. And instead of barbed wire, they'll cement in using this limestone mortar. They'll cement in glass, like broken glass, so the top of the walls are really sharp and jagged with broken glass. That is a really common alternative to barbed wire in a lot of the world. Yeah. So thanks. Good thing to point that out, Brett Cullen. Everyone saying hello. In here, everybody. Okay, moving on. Puerto Vallarta. Let's see. Grab that. Pull that there. There we go. Ooh, so this was a police utility vehicle. So you see, there's a lot in Mexico where they've got a cab, but the back of the pickup truck it has got those bars, and those bars are there so that soldiers can climb in the back, and they have bars to hold on to. And they'll maybe be standing up or seated, but when they're standing up, they can grab hold of those bars, and that's basically a troop carrying truck. You can fit 6 or 8 people in there. If they're Mexican size, maybe 6. Guatemalans, they're smaller. So again, yeah, beautiful. And see, Puerto Vallarta is tropical, so you do have the tropical ferns, as you can see, in the clay tile adobe style clay tile roofs, um, and the magnificent I want to say Spanish style churches, and beautiful architecture, and often in the winter in the Pacific coast of Mexico, you don't have a lot of clouds in the sky, so this was um, unusual to have clouds in the sky. Normally, it's clear blue, bright blue, barely a cloud, at least on the coast anyway. Ooh, so Kiva on 6 says, not sure if that was ice, hyacinth, hyacinth flowers. Kind of looks like it. All right, well, thanks. Uh, I've never, I mean, I enjoy flowers, especially if they're delicious. But yeah, I'm not familiar with the name, so thank you. And again, Puerto Vallarta is a seaside town. Porto means port, so you'd be you'd be eh, you'd be hard pressed to find anything uh, named Porto that it wasn't near the water. Puerto Vallarta, gorgeous seaside town. This is the old part again, and they have developed the 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 ocean front along here, the beach front with a boardwalk. And you can walk all along there for quite a while, and it's really gorgeous. Popular with joggers in the morning, and yeah, it's nothing. So there you go. Hey, thanks. Suzanne Eckstein in the chat says some of the most artistic statues of the Madonna and rosaries are found in Mexico. Yeah, I found them to be fairly forthcoming with their religion, and yeah, we saw lots of statues of the Madonna and rosaries, big time. Yeah. So any walkway that you have along the ocean front in Mexico seems to be named the Malecon. I think the translation is oceanfront boardwalk. So the Malecon, and that's great for joggers and people running in the morning, and in the middle of the day you get a lot of tourists around there. So Puerto Vallarta on the Malecon, especially in the old Puerto Vallarta, and see looking across the bay there, you can see the taller skyscraper hotels from newer Puerto Vallarta. So that's where the airport is. and it's about 6 kilometers by memory. So about an hour and a half walk over to those bigger buildings you can see in the distance on the other side of the bay. But I don't know, old Puerto Vallarta, it was worth it. Taxi ride wouldn't be very much at all, wouldn't be long, but gorgeous, gorgeous architecture. And if you get a chance, old Puerto Vallarta is beautiful. Now the newer part with the skyscrapers and that, it's got the beaches and the airports and the malls and ooh, you're darn right. There's a Malecon in Puerto Vallarta. Absolutely, right here. If you can see those palm trees right above your name is where the Malecon is. It's only a couple kilometers long, but more than the Vatican, says Suzanne Eckstein. I've been to the Vatican. I have pictures. We'll do that another week. Oh, you said that in reference to this. Yes. The most artistic statues of the Madonna and rosaries are found in Mexico more than the Vatican. Hey, if you've been to Italy, Suzanne Eckstein, you're welcome to join me on the panel for talk about. It'll be a few weeks. We'll line that up. There we go. Okay, moving on. Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, again, this is from the rooftop of the hostel, and gorgeous, gorgeous architecture, really piled on top of each other, and churches, lots and lots of churches, which was loud early in the morning and late at for some reason, at, like, midnight, they let off the church bells, and I don't know why. That was hey, look who we have in the chat, Sean Carter. Hey there. Just dropping in for few before bed, he says. Well, welcome. Thanks, Sean Carter. Welcome. We're just looking at Puerto Vallarta right now. Hail, Susan. My chat is freezing in the YouTube app, so I only saw your reading now after a refresh, says Miskatonic Madman. A likely excuse, sir. A likely excuse. So anyway, this is the skyline of old Puerto Vallarta from the hostel that I was staying at, and there we go. There's Puerto Vallarta. All right, so we're gonna stop that, and we're gonna bring up another one. So we're gonna kill that one, and let's move on. So let's go. Let's go north. Let's go north from Puerto Vallarta. Okay, let's go to Sayulita. Yeah, let's go to Sayulita. And although there's not many photos from Sayulita, um, is that Sayulita there? That might be Sayulita. Okay, these ones here. Now, it's a small town. I think the population of Sayulita is only about 5,000 people, and about half of them seem to be of Western skin color. But it's relaxed, and I really enjoyed it. How I mean, it's a little bit pricey, but not as pricey as Puerto Vallarta. And oh, hey, Brad Cohen says I'm drunk, so slow. I'll be honest. Hey, Brad Cohen. Yeah, he's he's drunk at 5 p.m. I've been drunk at 5 a.m. before. And five. Yeah, no, that's fine. You're welcome here, buddy. Thanks. Miss Ketonic Madman, I believe you. I'm not getting notifications from any of the channels I'm sub to, says Suzanne Eckstein. Really? Ah, that's too bad, Suzanne. That was quick bugs. Hey, Eugene Bird. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to you. That day started at midnight. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough, Brett. Yeah, that is a long day, dude. That is a long day, dude, says Carla. All right, so let's pull up these. Let's go with Sayulita. Oh, damn it. Yeah, all right, I'll pull that up right now. And let's make that. bigger so that everyone can see it. Yeah, that's starting at midnight. See, I've worked overnight shifts. I have actually the first time when I was 15, I worked for McDonald's in on the East Coast in New Brunswick, and I did some night shifts there, stocking, unloading the food truck, and all of that sort of thing. So and at the hotels in Whistler, yeah, worked many a shift starting at 10 p.m. So I know how it is, man. So thanks for being here. Okay, so just north of Puerto Vallarta, a few hours, is Sayulita. Hadn't even heard of this town until a few years ago, and it has become really popular with people living in British Columbia. It's a small town, like I said, about 5,000 people, quite touristy, but it's got beautiful beaches. It's a lot smaller than Puerto Vallarta, and it's affordable. And here, just okay, so here up that way, and then looking down that, and just gorgeous. And if you're into hippies, there's a ton of hippies here. Let me tell you, and it is a bit crowded. Okay, so I was there during a holiday weekend. And it was just after Easter, so it was pretty crowded. And uh, about half white, European, not so much. Half whites and half Mexicans. And by white, Asian Americans predominantly. Didn't notice any Australians. Didn't notice any Europeans. Hey, welcome. Ooh, Miskatonic Madman says Susan Dolan. I have to toggle chat as well to fix it. Oh, that's rough. Thanks for being here, Brett Cohen. Carla Burton. Not sure your time, zombie, but salute. Hey, salute. I will also raise a glass. Cheers. I'm drinking Iron Horse beer, which I believe is a malt liquor. Cheers. Brett Cohen joining us from the other side of the planet, as well as Carla Burton. Man, that's when you think of it. I mean, Brett Cohen really right now is live on the other side of the planet. Carla Burton in New Zealand, right there. Your day started at 4 a.m. Whole r- wow, life choices, Carla. Life choices. You need to. Jesus. Yeah, look who's talking. She says, "Yeah, I know, I know." Miskatonic Madman says Suzanne Eckstein, the YouTube app has been acting weird for a couple of weeks. It's up to date, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, have you tried threatening it? I enjoy threatening computers. That seems to work, especially if you hold a hammer just above the keyboard. It's like the computer knows. Okay, so Carla Burton in the chat while we're looking at this gorgeous Sayulita Beach, northern, well, about a third of the way down on the Pacific coast, excuse me, of Mexico. Carla Burton says, harsh stuff. I can wake early, but not work late. I love everyone in the morning and hate everyone at night. Haha. Yep, okay, I can get that. Although, if yeah, some people, they need their coffee, and you don't want to talk to them before they've had their coffee. So some people are opposite to that. There's something cool about working nights, says Sean Carter. It's a different vibe, especially on your days off. I think it's something everyone should experience. You know what? I actually agree with that, Sean Carter. Uh, I agree with that. My brother, Murdog. I don't know if you're listening, but Murdog works nights, so he's often out here on my in the lurking in my streams this hour. Good to see you. Carla says I'm in New Zealand. Hello and welcome. Hi. That's a nice quality sandcastle building sand, says Carla Burton. You know what? It was. It was sandcastle building sand. It was pretty darn good. Malacca, further south, the sand gets pounded by the waves, uh, and it's a lot harder on the hands. It's a lot more compact. So this sand was perfect for building sandcastles. And someone who knows a lot about sandcastles is.
Anybody hear me?
I can hear
Testing,
you.
test. Bit
You're on. I can hear you. Thank you.
all right. Hey,
Thanks
hey,
for. Hey, what do you know about Carla Burton from New Zealand was just talking about sand and the beaches in Sayulita here, just north of Puerto Vallarta. What do you know about sandcastles, Tony? There's physics involved.
It's just physics and the right amount of moisture.
There you go.
Can't be too wet, can't be too dry. It's a Goldilocks zone. It's just right if you want to make like the elaborate, massive, big ones. You know.
Ooh, massive big ones. You have my attention. Are we talking boobs? No. Hey, Rod Thunderheart. Yeah, that happens to me too, says Rod. Oh, with the internet thingy. Yeah. Yep.
Are you having internet issues or?
I'm not, but several people in the chat are complaining about internet and YouTube and so forth. Do you mind reading Sean? Can you see Sean Carter's comment? Do you mind reading that while I pull up some different photos? Because we're done with Sayulita here.
I will pour a little Tullamore before sleepy time and have a bit with y'all. Well, that drink one for me. I don't have any whiskey right now. I'm busy at work. Got too many songs I got to write.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, hey, that's great, Tony. Good for you, man. And I am on the malt liquor, on the beers. Cheers to you.
Cheers, buddy.
Good for you. Songwriting is not easy.
Well, I got this big one that I plan on doing. It'll be 10 minutes long. It's about Star Wars. So
I like Star Wars. Okay, fantastic.
The day Star Wars died.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't like modern Star. See, okay, there's the problem, right?
No. You'll like it.
Okay.
You'll like it.
Just north. So the last town we looked at was Sayulita, which is north of Puerto Vallarta. It's very popular with people from British Columbia for some reason. And so just north of there is a town called San Francisco, but for some reason everyone calls it San Pancho. And it's an even smaller town than Sayulita, and it's a hippie town. Tony, are you familiar with hippie towns? Have you ever spent time in a hippie? You do? Okay.
Right next to yep, to the tune of American Pie. It is very much inspired by that tune.
Ooh.
And yes, Pop Culture Curator has the insight check. He passed the perception roll. So, yes.
Hey, Christian Phantom Keep, thanks. He thinks we're impressive. Oh, you're UK, Great Britain. Hey, I'm really... my heart goes out to you, man. I love Great Britain. I'm Scottish-Irish heritage myself, and I just hope you guys have the best future. You know, I'm a terrible sleeper, and I take sleep intermission, says Carla Burton. And you are a Brit. Good for you, man. Good for you. Says we pay hard, we work hard, we play hard, and we work hard. Yeah, we do, Brett. Mm-hmm. Brett, not Brent. Brett. So yeah, we knew Brett. You know, if you're just gonna mess up one word, you don't have to correct yourselves. We're not dumb here. We can figure that out. Do you mind reading this from Kivan 6, Tony, please?
Oh, I know the answer. The church bells 24/7. The Catholic faith has a heck of a lot of ceremonies and services of various hours throughout the year. Don't they ever?
No kidding. In Puerto Vallarta, if you're going to stay at the hostel that I stayed at, and it's right in Old Town, Puerto Vallarta, there's not that many of them. Yeah, the church is right there, so you just got to be careful for it. You know, be aware of it. Breakfast time. Oh, excellent.
Always.
Toast on the go. Toast with cheese.
Are you
I
going to
like
be running
bread
like
with
to
cheese.
work with the toast hanging out of your mouth like an
Of
anime
course.
protag?
Of course. Yep. Tea or coffee. Ooh. Evening tea, morning coffee. Breakfast is a really good meal. I like the eggs Benedict. Definitely. Oh,
Hail, Mr.
everyone's saying
Sonic. Good to
hello.
see you.
Hello, everyone's saying hello.
Hail to
Suzanne
everybody.
Dolan.
Good to see you all.
Suzanne Dolan says, Kevon 6, I used to live across the street from a Catholic church and school. They ring the bell at various hours for prayers and novenas, as well as for a call to Mass. That happens. To the tune of
Sung
American
to the
Pie.
tune of American Pie. This is what I
Oh,
got so
some.
far. Let's see here. My, look how Star Wars has died. All creators will not savor a slice of the shit pie. Kathleen gave a really bad look in her eye, saying she will ruin all of the Jedi. She will ruin all the Jedi. That's all you get for now.
That is wow. Awesome, Tony. Thanks. Hey, thanks for a little preview. I appreciate that.
I'll
Debuting
be
on my
playing it on the
channel.
piano too. I'll be playing like a full 10-minute cut, and each stanza is going to be like about, bitching about a certain like Disney Plus Star Wars show all the way down, and then the
Oh
first
man,
one's
that's
going to be
awesome.
remembering the trilogy, the first two, and then it's gonna this is my most ambitious one yet, and I got a couple others that I'm working on too. They're blaming men to the tune of "It's Raining Men."
Ooh, they're blaming
Uh,
men. I
they're
like that.
blaming men. What the fuck, guys are blaming men
That happens.
again. and
So
then
Brett Cohen. Oh, go ahead.
and then the
Sorry.
Crack-A-Lite.
The
Yeah, the
Crack-A-Lite.
Crack-A-Lite. Yes, the Crack-A-Lite is here. You must whip her. The Crack-A-Lite is here with your lightsaber.
Now,
The Crack-A-Lite is here.
do I need to have watched the
No,
Acolyte to understand the
I'm
song?
not. I'm not seeing it, but
Okay.
I'm just,
All right. Okay, good.
these are the
Good.
stuff that I had
I have
workshopping
no
in my brain.
intention of seeing it. Good.
So yeah.
Do you mind reading this from Brett Cohen?
Star Wars has died when fucking Abe purchased it. Reject, don't watch the car crash. Yes, we're not watching the car crash.
No,
We
I
are
don't want to watch.
simply
No,
acknowledging the
absolutely
car
not.
crash on the 8s.
Sean Carter says, Pancho is a nickname for San Francisco, or for Francisco, I believe. That's why San Pancho is San Francisco. Thank you. And yes, dengue fever. So, what do you make from this? How's your Spanish there, Tony?
Hablas tu español un poco little.
Yeah, so I see information is on the left, and the steps to prevent it is on the right. So dengue fever was a thing. Hey, Pirate Dark Tynive, thank you for being here. Pirate
Yarr!
Dark Tynive. Susan Dolan says, "Hail, Stark of Iron. Chat does tend to freeze up, and I have to jump between top and live messages. Either that or restart my phone over and over. No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Okay, the commission is underway.
Yeah,
Hey,
Pirate D'Artagnan in the infinite depths of his heart and
Danos.
pocketbook has purchased a piece of artwork for me and has yet to tell me what it is. Like,
Ooh,
but and
okay.
you just need to let me know what size it is so that I can make room on my wall for it. When you get a chance, buddy. So that's a glorious beachhead, sir.
Thanks, Pirate, for being here. And I want to say hello to Daniel's Hot Topics. Hi, bro. How's it going? It's going fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Not bad. I found tubing models.
Tubing.
Does that mean like women in scantily dressed clothing
I think
doing
he's
tubing
thinking
in rivers? Because we're about to tubing season is about to start in the river here.
the luge, baby.
In the Shuswap.
Luge.
Yeah.
The luge.
Ooh, V-tubing models. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Because tubing is, I love tubing in the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Toast with Marmite and cheese on top is amazing. I would, yes, the Marmite gives a salt to Carla. Although I might go with Vegemite instead of Marmite, and I know that makes you upset. Yeah, I know. Gonna take me for a while to work on that, says Pirate Dark Tynive. Thanks for being here, everybody. Ooh, Your
Un
Spanish is.
poco de español, ves,
Hmm.
¿qué? ¿Por qué?
You underestimate my powers, says
Are you
Kristen
trying to save
Vandenberg.
what is dead? Is that your chat? Is that the gauntlet you're throwing? Well, fuck me, that's fucking funny, says Brett Cohen. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Espanol. Chapa kuta fuk knife Jedi Padawana be kicking. That's awesome. I don't think that's actual Spanish, folks. So yes, this is the beach in San Pancho, which is, I mean, you could walk it. You can walk about an hour and a half along the beach. I took a little minibus, collectivo type thing. It was about a 40-minute drive. Because the highway is convoluted and twisted to get here. So going from San Pancho, which we're looking at, San Francisco, aka
And
San Pancho. It's only about 4 kilometers north of Sayulita, which is a bigger town. But the road to get there is quite twisted. So either you walk along the beach, or you take the collectivo and you get here. And can you see all those wooden structures along the left-hand side? Those are all beach huts.
Yeah, I was supposed to say those are bungalows, bud.
Well, no, you can't sleep in them. They're just day huts. And
Oh,
the
they're day huts.
people set up shop in the day, and they rent surfboards or lawn chairs, or they sell drinks and food. So
Like
those
totally tubular, dude.
those are so important. There you go. See, and the lifeguard is
Oh,
there.
that's gorgeous.
San
What the
Pancho.
fuck am I doing in my life? I need to be seeing the planet.
And this is a cloudy day, right? So this would have been like, yeah, late February, even early March. So when the clouds roll in a little bit. And I found the artwork on some of the local buildings just incredible. Just fascinating. Really good artists here. Just on the way to the beach. That's what you see. Not sure what's going on there. Is
Looks like
really
they're interacting with
Typicals.
cacti.
No, that's cacti. That's
Yeah.
cacti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got one eating one, the others, I think, hugging it. And
Seriously noise, says Pirate Dark Tynave.
these guys look like they're having the time of their life. A little bit of that PCP and shroomage.
I was wondering, I need to see more than Western Washington. Yeah, you do. Yep, absolutely. Let's see what else is there. Ooh, I took a photo of that because I thought that was pretty cool. You don't see that often.
Surfing tiki.
Yeah, that's pretty. I think Cardinal Sin would have enjoyed that. You know
Cardinal
what? I
Sin
haven't
loves
done
his
this yet.
tikis.
I haven't done this yet, so let's raise a glass. I try and do it every friggin' stream. Raising a glass to Gil Bavel, Cardinal Sin.
Hail to Gil.
Cheers, my friend.
I'm drinking in spirit. I have too much work I got to do tonight, so I can't drink.
Well, you can join me in a cheers with him.
I can do so with a glass of water.
That's right. It does not have to be alcohol. Somebody's peyote scribble, says Kevin. Yeah, it's quite possible. Hey, Suzanne Dolan saying hello to everybody. Moving on. Yeah, there you go. And that shark is not going to catch him. Not going to catch him, buddy. No, you're done.
Definitely tell he's protesting the fact that he's not going to catch him. He's just like, fuck.
Yeah, I know, right? He has that, doesn't he? He's got that look on him, yeah. So there you go. There is San Pancho, San Francisco, just north of Sayulita, 4 kilometers, which itself is north of Puerto Vallarta on the west coast of Mexico. Oh, hey, we have some people. Hey, I got to put that right up. Cheers.
There you go.
Cardinal Sin. Fucking love you, brother.
If it weren't for Gil, I wouldn't be here. Gil was the one that twisted my arm into.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah, I was talking to his brother, Ari. Well, not talking, messaging Ari today. I let him know I was going to be streaming. So, Ari, if you're there, man, you're always welcome. Salute. Yes. Sean Carter says, Canadian Spider-Man, I sent you a few links to my fishing trip to Mexico with my dad. Feel free to share if you want. If not, enjoy them later. Oh, hey, absolutely I will, Sean Carter. Sean, Actually, I can, if you sent them to me, I could get you up here to present them yourself too. Brett Cohen says pouring a new gun for that one. Fuck, I miss Gil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too, man. Um, I can't even do that without a tear running down my face every time. Yeah, absolutely. Rod Thunderheart. I mean, you're one of the OGs, Rod. Yeah, you know.
I've had my nickel rattling around in my tin can for a little while, thinking about stuff. And whenever I feel really down, I think about Gil kicking me in the ass and saying, "Nope, you are not quitting."
Mm-hmm. Good. Canadian Spider-Man, says Sean Carter. One of them is a video I took on our way in, a totally serene video. Well, hey, all right, Sean Carter. Um, Sean, I'm quite sure that we are connected through Twit, but if not, here is my Twitter that I'll put in the
Susan
chat
Dolan,
now.
we're talking about Vegemite, yeah. Putting it on sandwich bread, yeah. Whenever they serve it to fuck with tourists, best believe they lose their breakfast.
Yeah, see, I like Vegemite, but you got to put it on thin, Susan Dolan. It's that nasty stuff Aussies try tricking tourists into eating. No, they try and trick us into spreading it like peanut butter. You just got to go real thin. Okay, said it in Twitter. Thanks, Sean Carter. Okay, great.
Yonder Twitter twatter has been waylaid. It is being shipped, signed, stamped, delivered as we speak.
So how's that?
Come to me, my daughter.
Is that a kitty cat? Singing. I hear a kitty cat.
Oh, you do hear one of my many children who sang to me.
So this is the beach at San Pancho, San Francisco, just north of Sayulita, and I really enjoyed it there, Tony. But
it's gorgeous.
But I spent a lot of time in Malacca, which is about, I mean, as the bus goes, about 6 hours south of here, and the water was warmer. And this was the coldest time of the year, January, February. Right. So, the water wouldn't get much colder than it was when I was there. But I gotta say, as beautiful as this looks, and as beautiful as San Pancho, San Francisco looks, the water was, I mean, I'm a wussy, I don't like cold water.
I love cold water.
It was probably Fahrenheit. It would have been I don't even think it would have been 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
You mean to tell me you never went on a polar bear swim?
I have, and I didn't like it.
Oh
it
was God.
Yeah, it was probably 78.
Like my favorite time.
79, 80 degrees. I mean, 80 degrees it's decent, but I was used to like 85 down in Malacca, which is several hours south, like I said. Cat came and said hello, says Pirate.
Oh, yes, the great child does say hello. She's now trying to get away from me because she sang when I was singing. Now I'm giving her the love and the hugs and the kisses.
Can you do this in the appropriate voice, please?
Well, he's an Aussie. I'm afraid of insulting him.
No, but in a manly...
As an Aussie, I'll pass that, thick motherfuckers. Man up, bitches. Foster's. Australian for beer.
Yeah, except no Australian I know drinks it, but yes.
Yeah, that's usually because there's better beers to drink down there, mate. Elon 6 goes on to say, both Vegemite and Marmite just sold to dehydrated beer bomb. Yeast, for those of you Yanks who don't know what bomb is. Probably the dregs from the Foster's and Old English Ale, correct?
Might as well make some money off it. Absolutely. Hey, Pirate. Hey, Brett. It's a long way to the top if you want a sausage roll. AC/DC classic. Man, that's right. AC/DC had strong ties to Australia. I know a guy that used to hear them play in Fremantle before they were big. Shout out to Harry. Love you,
You
Harry.
don't want to hear my Brian Anderson impersonation. I got to perform tomorrow.
So, here are some gorgeous palm trees, coconut palms. And I once asked an Australian, how can you tell the difference between a palm tree and a coconut tree? Do you know what he said?
One has balls.
That's what he said. Shout out to Steve Yar. Steve Yar, and that was his name. That is his name. He's still a friend. Steve Yar and his brother Rowan. They said, yeah, coconut tree has coconuts on it. Hmm. That's straight from an
Greco and
Australian.
goes on to say, "Dish pig bush bucket what is Foster's is, eh?"
Ooh, ooh, where'd he say that?
Right and there.
Oh, oh, dish pig bucket water. Foster says, yeah, that's what a lot of people. Hey, holy fuck. Mimi and Mike, who are personal friends of mine, who are just about a kilometer as the crow flies from me as we speak, says, hey, Steve, it's Mike and Michelle. We made it for your live. I'm sending you a picture on Messenger. I think you'll recognize
Isn't it nice when real life friends come into your
These are
live? I get a couple of those every now and then, and it always warms my heart.
aren't those, yeah, these are good folks. They actually spent the last couple of winters in Mexico on the other coast. So I'm hoping Mike and Michelle will join me live next to me on the microphone here. We don't have to turn on the camera, and we'll talk about the east coast of Mexico, which they are very familiar with. So that'll be in the coming a coming stream. We'll do, because Mexico is so big, you can't just do it in one night. No way. Hey, Mike and Michelle, good to see you. See, you're the reason why I was a little bit late. Okay, so we started the stream 10 minutes late, folks. Blame Mike and Michelle, but blame Mimi and Mike. It's their fault. Just throw all if you didn't like us starting late, just throw your comments towards Mimi and Mike.
Now I have my baby
Although
calico.
she might ban you.
Oh
She might
no,
ban you.
I have my
Let's do it.
calico now.
Hello, Mimi
Ginger
and Mike.
Menace got herself a new calico, Freya.
Ooh, Calico's a cat, isn't it?
Yes. Now Freya just has two little spots on her back. Mary Ashmead's cat. But my calico, I like to call it the cookie
Oops,
dough. She's
sorry.
got cookie dough on her back. Oh
Sorry.
my god, look at the cookie dough.
Ooh, cookie dough. I like cookie dough.
Cookie dough. She's got a big old patch of cookie dough.
Do you mind reading Kevon Six's very accurate?
And on this episode of National Geographic, a palm tree won't accidentally kill you with falling seeds. A coconut tree don't give a fuck and wants to kill you.
That is true. That is true. Hey,
And that is all from this particular segment from National Geographic.
MTF trees. Brett Cohen. Brett Cohen is joining us from Tasmania, by the way.
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, you've rehearsed that. You just didn't pull that out of your ass. You've rehearsed that.
What? My Tasmanian devil?
Yes. Well, you are an impressionist.
Shut up!
And his sister Tasha. Oh dear.
I loved it whenever the Taz was just going.
What does MTF mean? Motherfuckers? Is that the short for motherfuckers?
No.
MTF trees. I don't know either. Okay. Well, he's from Tasmania. I love Tasmania. The Cummings. Burton Cummings? Love Burton Cummings. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Daniel's hot topic
But
says
as I
that.
was saying, I do love it whenever, Taz is like going on and Bugs is the first time they met and he's like,
ooh, hey, Mimi and Mike says we will join you for a live stream very soon.
Lovely.
Excellent. So we will cover the East Coast, the Yucatan Peninsula. They've been living in the Yucatan Peninsula for the last few years in the winter times. So we will, and I'm, you know what? The first place I visited in Mexico, way back in 980s, might have been late 80s, was the Yucatan. Yeah, absolutely. Love the Yucatan.
Yo ho, Mexico.
You're welcome anytime. And who knows? I might even have Tony back if he's available, and we can all talk.
Depends on when you start. Depends on what, because like I said, I get off work at around this time. I take the
Well,
scenic route home because again, nickel in the tin can.
absolutely,
Workshopping
man.
workshopping 3 songs while driving, and then I was listening into Sean Carter's gaming stream on the way home because I didn't want to get
Well,
distracted with yours until I got here.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Ooh, that is a nice palm tree. That was a nice palm tree. Yes, thank you, Amy and Mike. Speaking of cookie dough, I got to get some tomorrow. That is a good idea. You never go wrong with cookie dough. Do you mind reading Daniel's hot topics?
Oh, there is Reese's cookie dough, and it's amazing. The last time I got it was at Walmart a year ago. You know,
Sounds good.
soldiers often try to tempt me with Reese's Pieces, thinking that I'm some friendly extraterrestrial. Needless to say, they got the anal probe right and proper. Sean Carter, if you're still out there in the chat, you know which voice I'm currently using. Which? The second one.
Pirate Dark Tyneave says, I will see if I can get the VTubing on next reactor chat. I love the reactor chats that Tony does.
You like those more than the matinee, and I put all my work into the matinees.
I like the reactor side, chick.
I know, everybody, I get it, and this isn't me complaining, but everybody talks about stuff. The matinee is the only other variety show that I know of on YouTube. I do put my heart into
it. Brett Cohen says, Warner putting money into saving the Tassie Devil.
Yep.
Male to female trees, only one draw.
Male to female trees. That's the MTF.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Male to female trees, only one draw.
Yeah, there's Sean Carter. He knew exactly who I was talking about.
Oh, the MTF. Crypto.
You know, I actually met Richard Horvitz, and while I didn't record it after I did my first short on YouTube interviewing the guy, I did talk with him a little bit, and he did his Orthopox 13 voice, which is like every other voice that Richard Horvitz does, the same one. It was quite fun. He was like, "Focus, crypto." Ooh. I was so happy. I was like, "Damn it, epoxy!"
Listen, I've got Sean Carter just sent me a video from Mexico.
Yeah, let's see.
And I think I'm gonna try and share that if I can. So let's stop. Are these now? Let's finish with
You can tell that was took in February, by the way. There's just the way the sun looks.
Like the low angle of the sun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is San Pancho. Oh. Did I? Okay.
Oh.
No. See the girl right in the center there. She started doing fire twirling earlier, and I had a hard time not looking at her for quite a while. She was amazing. Yeah. Anyway, there's sunset, San Pancho. So we're just gonna finish. Yes. So let's finish with that. So
there's a speeder on my Peter. Whack it off.
Oh dear. And let's do. Is that the right one? That's the right one with audio. Share. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So I think when I hit this,
yep,
our audio might cut out, but that's fine.
No. If we mute let's just mute, let it play, and then we'll react afterwards. That way we get the full effect. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So this is from our good friend Sean Carter. I haven't checked to see if there's no penises or titties in this. I'm assuming. I mean, I trust Sean, so I'm just gonna play this blind, trusting Sean. Let's see what happens.
Gorgeous.
Holy shit.
Gorgeous.
Holy shit. Sean Carter, thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. That was amazing. Wow. Okay, I need to upgrade my... Okay, my videos look like shit compared to that. Jesus.
Yeah.
I need to upgrade my gear.
Right? Didn't you ain't you getting a new one anyway?
I know that I did. I have a new live stream camera, but I need a camera to record stuff like that. That was amazing, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm stuck with digital camera for sure.
That was incredible. Oh dear. Okay, and he's all right. Well, fuck. I might as well. Excuse me. I'm hiccuping because of the amount I've had to drink. Let's see this. No, it's all good. Let's share this. This is Sean with fish, apparently, that he caught. Cool. So let's. Okay. Sean Carter says this was the last night on the last trip I went on with Dad. Oh wow, Sean. Holy shit. Sean, you've got the link in your in your Twitter. If you want to join, you can. No pressure. Absolutely not. Up to you. But wow, that's okay. Wow, Sean. That's amazing. Hey, we have this person. No, not Brett. Hey, Brett Cohen says titties. Yes.
Teddies and bear, teddies and bear, nothing satisfies the teddies and bear.
Malaya Grim, hello and welcome. Hi. Thank you for joining. Kivan 6, everyone loves surprise titties. Well, you're not wrong. Do you mind reading this? Tony, are you near the screen? Do you mind reading this from our good friend? Daniel?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to look for some batteries. The batteries in my mouse are dying.
Oh, that's...
Daniel's hot topic says, I love that beach. Reminds me of Sable Beach. I used to go there a lot. Now we go to Wasaga Beach because it's a lot closer and it allows my brother Coco to come onto the beach with us.
Nice.
Magnifico.
Hey, thanks for sharing these, Sean. I really appreciate it. So let's just go there. And what else are you? Oh, hey, Sean. That's awesome. Okay, if you don't mind me sharing this, Sean, I will. And I'm assuming that you where am I? Okay, there we go. Sorry, folks, I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing. I'm not a professional, but I'm working on it.
My batteries chilling right next to.
There we go, Sean. Okay, so this is okay, not now. Piss off. This is provided to us from Sean, and thank you so much, Sean Carter. That is a heck of a deep sea fishing trip. That's gorgeous. And I'm just going to put that up there. Sean says, this was the last night on our last trip I went on with Dad. Friggin' men of all ages, and women, I suppose, but sons and fathers in particular, because that's my experience. If you get a chance to go fishing with your father, don't say, I'm too busy. Don't say, oh, I've got to work. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Go fishing with your father, folks. Go fishing, man or woman.
I agree all the way up to the point
go
where
fishing.
If you have to work, you have to work.
If your father says go fishing, go fishing. Tell your boss. Well, tell your boss. Explain it to him. Tell him. Your dad might not have that much longer to live, and tuna. I don't know if it's tuna. That's a good question. That is up to Sean. I don't know. For some reason, Sable Beach won't allow little Shih Tzus on the beach. Oh, that's probably for the better, I would guess. Daniel's Hot Topics. Sean, that's great to have memories banked on and on film, says Brett Cohen. Agreed. Rod Thunderheart. Hey, Rod. Glad you're here, man. It's way early. Holy shit, it's almost 2 where you are, dude. Sean Carter says, "Oh, I would. I'm about to fall. Oh, you would come on and join us? Okay, that's cool, man. I'm about to fall asleep. I understand. You're probably in bed, probably not wearing pants. It's probably best that you don't come on at that point. But thank you. And thanks for sharing the pic of all the people on the boat was taken on Father's Day. It's all dads and sons. Okay, so this picture right here, folks, and you know, I'm going to boot Tony. I'm going
What?
to boot us out of here. No, I'm not going to boot us. I mean, I'm just going to take us off the screen so that folks can see
About to say,
pictures
looking
of
for my
the
battery.
fathers
What are
and
you doing?
fathers and sons in Mexico fishing. That's fantastic. Thanks, Sean. Thanks a lot, buddy. Okay, we'll bring us back to that image. Stop sharing. Okay. There we go. So, Susan Dolan said, Canadian Spider-Man, true facts about calico cats. About 95% of calico cats are females. The remaining 5% are males are sterile. Calicos are referred to as white tortoise shells. No kidding. I did not know that. Thank you. Kind of dozing here and there, says Ron Thunderheart. Well, Rod Thunderheart, you're welcome. And had that happen, said Pirate Dark Tide Dave. Yeah. Yeah, it happens. Love the stream. Probably check it later too. Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate. Yes, sir. Please share, says Sean Carter. Well, done and done. He's rubbing his titties. Well, I mean, if you got him, rub him, I guess, is the expression, right? Shared on both Twitter, Expo. Hey, thanks, Rod Thunderheart. I appreciate it. What do you mean both Twitter profiles? What are you, like a secret agent, man, with multiple Twitter profiles there? Yes, thank you, says Brett Cohen. Thank you. Everyone is saying it. Share,
Who's rubbing their titties? What the hell?
Well, it was apparently. Yes, they were yellowfin tuna. Yummy, says Sean Carter. They were indeed tuna. Awesome. So we are going to present, share screen. We're going to window that up. And we're going to go. Ooh, let's go there. Ooh. Okay, let's go to that. Let's pull that up. And this is okay. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. So what do you know? And excuse me just for a second. What do you know? Tony, please tell us about tacos al pastor and everything you know about them while I take a quick men's break.
So tacos el pastor. Well, I know about tacos. So I guess we'll tacos el pastor. Because I've never had the carnitas and the el pastor. There's a difference. Apparently, carnitas is made with pork that has been braised or slow cooked until the fork tender. Carne asada is made with beef and has been grilled to perfection. Al pastor is made with pork that has been grilled and spliced off the spit. So pulled pork tacos. Okay. Well, it's pulled pork tacos. That's pretty neat. Why don't we get pulled pork tacos up here? What the hell? Spicy pork, says Pop Culture Curator. Thank you for the confirm. Grazie. Don't whiz on the electric fence there, Canadian Spider-Man. Your friends need you next week. Pulled pork, spicy pork tacos with pineapple. Oh, that sounds divine. I've never had it. I'll have to give that the old poke. Sorry that you guys didn't hear me for a little bit. I had to scramble through and find some AAAs. I'm picking up some more tomorrow when I make my errand run before I do my think tank that I have for some channel work that I'm doing back at my place, back on my channel. What child? We can have the child sing for you all. Oh, gosh. and now she's not going to do it. I put you in front of the microphone for one job, and you're not going to do it. Oh, you're still my baby, though. Selfish.
Oh, man. Thanks, Tony.
Well, I didn't know what they were, and the chat filled me in.
Yeah, no, we have such a knowledge. You know what? On any YouTube channel you go to, generally speaking, if you ask a question, no matter what channel you're on, the chat somehow will collectively pull up the answer. It is amazing. So you're right. This is spit, sort of like what do you call it? Shish kebab. You stick it on a spit, and
Pulled pork.
yeah, and it's delicious. Al pastor. Oh dear. Brett Cohen says, Robin Touch, he's in fire. Backlight.
Did somebody say Robin Touch?
I think he did.
Fire!
That's Darren, you're good at those. You're really good at those, hey buddy.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah. And so where were we moving on with?
Looks like these fucking batteries ain't fucking worth a damn either.
Okay, so this is just south of this is south of Puerto Vallarta. This is Zihuatanejo. Zihuatanejo. So Kevon 6 says, because the price of pork for braising barbecue is insanely high versus ground beef. Well, here beef is more expensive than pork, but yeah, interesting. With pineapple, says pop culture curator. Yes, that was often sometimes a homemade pineapple salsa. Man, if you can find a taco place that's doing tacos for like $1 a taco or $2 a taco, with the fresh homemade pineapple salsa, oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, pulled pork deserves pineapple, and so do tacos al pastor. Moving on. That's what, okay, I'm gonna take the words down here. That's what they look like, folks. I don't like, it's different when it's in front of you, but believe me, that is delicious. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Right? Ooh, those are some flowers that I took along the restaurant. There we go. This is Zihuatanejo, folks. Zihuatanejo is about an 8-hour bus ride south of Puerto Vallarta, 4 hours north of Acapulco. And this is mezcal. This is an empty bottle of mezcal. I don't know how that got empty. I don't know.
You don't know how it got empty.
Delicious mezcal. Delicious mezcal. Ooh, okay. And back to the tacos. Yeah, Mimi and Mike say yes, please. Sean Carter says, ooh, damn, those look good. They, believe me, they were. They really were. And what's this? Sean Carter says, was Andy Dufresne there walking with his boat? Oh, because that's Zihuatanejo. Yes, the Shawshank Redemption. He ended up in Zihuatanejo. And oh my, you know what? I love Zihuatanejo. Love it. And I don't blame Andy Dufresne for going to Zihuatanejo. Although this is on the end of the boardwalk so this is just outside the naval base. They do have a naval base there. And apparently this is a hero of Mexico, and you can read all about him on the plaque there. But this hero of Mexico, he was a young boy. He was only like 16. And men kept getting shot down off this gun, and he ran up and grabbed it and started firing, and apparently he won the war. So there you go. In Zihuatanejo, you can see that right on the boardwalk, right beside the naval base on the north end of town. And that's I got to tell you, going swimming every day, out on that every morning was awesome. Awesome. That is the water off Zihuatanejo. Ooh, and that's a beverage in that guy's hand. Apparently, drinking out on the beach at night in public is allowed. Is that a Cardinal Sin shirt that guy's wearing?
He is wearing a Cardinal Sin shirt.
That's a Cardinal Sin wrench shirt. Yep. If Death got him, he will be back. And okay, there is a hostel that I stayed at. Oh, here's Tony right here. Tony?
Yay, I love it when I get the Duck of Death. It makes me feel so happy.
I mentioned Duck of Death. Yes. Well, it's gone. That dark, tiny. Taco, please. Yes, tacos. Everyone wants tacos. And mezcal. Mezcal is better than tequila. I would agree personally.
I
Right,
really wish I knew where I
there were no worms in
batteries.
that one. Oh wow, that picture looks like the golden hour. I know what the golden hour is to photographers. Tony, have you ever heard that? Have you ever dated a photographer? Do you know what the golden hour is?
Well, if I were to haphazard an educated guess, I'd say that the golden hour is probably the premier time of day when light is evenly balanced and it's easiest on the camera.
Bingo, right around sunset. Yep, that's the golden hour. You're right, Sean. I suspect Sean has an eye for the camera. But yeah, that's the hostel I stayed at right on the beach in Zihuatanejo. And let me tell you, it was a fantastic spot. Fantastic. And right on the beach, they set up
Luchadors!
They set up boxing, no real amateur boxing right on the beach on the Malecon. Right on the Malecon. And then they took it down the next day. It was unbelievable.
I thought it was luchadors there for a second. I was like,
No,
luchadors!
this is real boxing, amateur boxing, yeah. Mimi and Mike say Zihuatanejo is one of the cleanest coastal towns we have visited. It's so beautiful. I would agree with that. Yes, Mimi and Mike have spent time there, and it's too bad we weren't there at the same time. Mind you, we might not have been. We might have gotten in trouble had we been there together. Just
hail to Ray Lucard. Good to see you, pal.
Ray Lucard at Twilight. Yes, exactly, Ray Lucard. Yes, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, I thought it was shower times. Oh, the golden hour. No, Brett Cohen. That's yeah. That's in Tasmania.
Showers.
Yeah, well, I love Tasmanians. Okay, here we go, folks. Oh, Mimi and Mike, I hope you're cooking food right now because this is making me hungry. This is avocado, obviously, with lemon and sashimi, just raw fish, just slices of tuna, just all put together. Oh my goodness.
Sounds absolutely divine.
It looks absolutely. Oh, and that is with those are shrimp, and there is calamari in there. Oh my! It's just seafood and avocado and lemons, and that was probably like 200 pesos. What's 200 pesos? Like $15. Ceviche, yes, thank you. Kivan 6. Ceviche. Bingo bango, yes. With the lemons and oh my god, it was so good. And Mexico has so much seafood. So much seafood. Yep. A giant mound of ceviche, which is basically seafood cooked in lemon juice. It's chemically cooked.
Oh god. Looks so good.
I know. I think I can gain 100,000 subscribers just by toggling between these two photos.
If that's the case, then I want to borrow them because I'm
right, dude.
Kind of plateaued right now, pal.
Hey, man, you're double what I am, but it's because you're double as talented as I am as well, and you put in twice the effort. To be fair,
less talent, more practice and effort.
You put in twice the effort. So Zihuatanejo, when you're in Zihuatanejo, you can go. Where would this have been? To the north. This would have been to the north of the main beach, and you can take a taxi ride. I ended up walking with an Englishman. Shout out to Michael here because he knew this. We went on the back of his motorcycle. Shit, right. Yes, Michael took me on the back of his motorcycle to this beach north of Zihuatanejo. And it's just gorgeous. People park their boats in there, and there's just a lot of fish and sea life shellfish to look at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Gorgeous. North of Zihuatanejo.
Got a lot of coastal critters, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there was sea urchins, the black spiny sea urchins. Yeah, don't step on those. Those are
Yeah,
bad.
no kidding.
Those are a lot of sea urchins there. Japanese call them uni, and they crack them open and eat them raw or cooked. Uni, and it's a red. Have you ever opened a? Do you know what the tamale is in a lobster? It's like basically the cooked organs of a lobster. It's comes out like a sauce. It's tamale. Basically, that's what
Uh,
uni tastes like, kind of. But
that's
anyway, moving on. Here's Mexican food in a Mexican convenience store. Tostitos más salsa verde.
we
Green
get
salsa.
Tostitos in the Americas. You ain't fooling nobody.
We don't no, but we don't get with the más salsa verde.
No, but they got ruffles there with cheese flavored.
Ooh, the cheese, yes, the queso. We don't have just the straight. See, okay, Tony is referring to in just the background there. You can see the ruffles, and it says queso, which is cheese. Oh, we don't get a straight cheese flavored ruffles here in Canada. America, you probably do because you guys
This
got
is the
everything.
obesity capital of the planet. We definitely do.
Yeah, you guys get cherry flavored 7 Up apparently, which
Don't
we don't.
try it. It's pretty disgusting.
Okay, well at least you have the option of trying it. We don't get that here. Do you mind reading this from Brett Cohen, who's clearly on the other side of the planet and been enjoying his evening?
What? Can't take the piss when you live upside down.
And can you follow up with
Tequila sunrise with lime. Best cure for a fist brekkie. What are you talking about? You sound like a human. Talk. More smashing, less talking. Humans good for watching, eating, and possibly to make more of us. But we have the green stuff here. Green stuff. Ah, oh, brain hurt. Ouch!
on 1 hour and holy shit, have we been 1 hour and 22 minutes already? Holy crap. Alrighty then.
That was
Moving
my
on.
super mutant.
I no.
Super mutants. 2 of them.
Oh, what do you think of that, Tony? Those are red bell pepper slices,
Yes.
and I want to say that is marlin.
He's
That is
fishy.
marlin, folks.
He's fishy, that's for sure.
That is marlin steak that I went down. So this hostel that I was showing you, the hostel entrance right there.
All good food. That you just
So you
have
walk
to
up.
glaze over again and tease us with. Yeah.
You walk to the left there, about 200 meters. You get to where the fishermen pull in their boats and sell in the morning, and you got to get there before 9 a.m. to sell giant slabs of fish, and they will cut it off the fish to whatever size you want for about 200 pesos for a kilogram. So that's $15 for a kilogram of marlin, which is what you're looking at right there.
Eugene Burnhouse. Impressive. Most impressive.
Oh my goodness. Yes. That we're looking at on the right. I want to say the right is marlin, and on the left is mahi mahi or dorado. Just friggin' delicious. You can get it all there. Do you mind reading this from Kevon 6, please? Oh, no, and finish whatever you were going to say, Tony, please.
Eugene Bird, I hope that you'll hang out with me tomorrow at the after party. I got not 1, not 2, but hopefully 3 parody songs to finish between now and then. And one that I'll be playing on the piano specifically. Now, as for Kevon 6's lovely recipe. Urchins, 5 partitions each with a cup of yellow internals. Sweet but strong fishy taste. Tastes better when steamed or fried. I like it whenever I am able to put it in some of my birthday cake. The cake is located at the end of the test. Well, unfortunately for you,
Oh,
you will not be able to solve the test. The cake was delicious. Lots of fish.
ooh. And Pirate Dark Tiny says he will be at the after party. And Brett Cohen says, no, the meat sits wrong to be fish. So it's overcooked? No, I assure you, sir. Yeah, I do not overcook my fish. I am not one that likes fish overcooked. It needs to be rare or
Man
less
has
than
lived in
rare.
the land of the rising sun for many years. He likes his fish raw if he could take it at any place.
That fish was not overcooked. That particular cut you're looking at right there was not over. It's so good, and that is definitely fish. Now
Instead of
these
having
two.
cake available at the end of the
Now,
next test, we will have this delicious fish.
now on the left, now I did learn the hard way. I did overcook these. The first week I was in Ziwatnao, I stayed there 3 weeks. The hostel had this is the hostel's barbecue. They bought a barbecue. And there's a whole story behind that. We didn't have propane for the kitchen at the hostel because there was a conflict between the
Didn't
propane
have
gas
propane. What the
operators.
hell?
No, because the Mexican cartels got involved, and they shut down propane. They were in a dispute with the unions, and it was touch and go. So we bought a barbecue and
Well,
burnt
that's
charcoal.
unfortunate. I could have swore we had a few wings of Strickland propane sent down there to the Mexicanas about 20 years ago. But what? What? Now
Well,
I'm hungry!
indeed. Hey, thanks for joining us, Pirate Dark Tynave. Moving on.
Fair winds and following seas, lad.
So okay. So if you're looking straight ahead on that coastline, you can see where I was staying at the hostel, and where the fishermen pulled in, pretty much at the end of that white wave there, and we're up on the southern end of Zihuatanejo, on the cliffs, Club Interest.
Fish
Um,
no
what are they called now? Worldmark. They're called Worldmark now. They have a hotel up here. A lot of timeshares, a lot of very expensive properties up here, overlooking the beaches of Zihuatanejo. It is tropical paradise.
When I see this photo, I just think of that the middle commercial that
Yeah, they are.
Orson Welles
Yes.
was doing. We know a fjord in Norway for fish findus, where the cod gather in great shoals, where Jan Stan Gillen shit.
And they were doing parasailing off of here. Just crazy. Oh, we'll be back. Can everybody see the crocodile in that picture? Just to the right of the two floating coconuts. Can everybody see the crocodile? He's just got his head just below that vine. Tony's back.
Two ducks in one night. What the fuck,
What
guys?
that happens? Carla Burton says, "Whoa, that's awesome." Oh, Carla can spot the crocodile.
Oh yes, I see the croc. It's right in the middle. He's giving you a little wink. You see,
I can see
I'll eat you later. Leave me your boots, and I might think about it.
Yeah, he's right. There's his eyeballs, folks, right there. There's
Well,
one eye.
Suzanne, how you doing, sweetie?
There's his eyes right there, and his nose. Yeah, there's his eyes. There's his head. There you go, folks. There's a crocodile.
It's almost at whenever I do my Orson Welles. I believe that's StreamYard's protest to
Crikey, says Carla Burton.
Yes, 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 always.
Americans buying out native again, says Brett Cohen.
But of course. Did you expect anything less from the entrepreneuring imperium known as the Americans?
So yeah, Zihuatanejo is just absolutely gorgeous. This was from Playa Oh, Tony, you're gonna love the name of this beach. Las Gatos.
Nanisre.
Neko-chan. Kitties. This is Cat Beach.
Ah,
Gato means kitties in
I
Japanese. It's
didn't hear.
Neko.
I didn't hear the gato.
Gato. Yeah.
Gato
It doesn't mean
grande.
cake. Gato is French for cake. It's Spanish for cats. Do not get the two confused. You will be
Uh-oh.
disappointed. No matter which you ordered, you will be disappointed.
Carla Burton asks, "Do you know how to tell the difference between a crocodile and alligator?" Well, Carla, I know the alligators is so ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Crocodiles have teeth that point upwards. Their lower jaw has visible teeth pointing up. If you
Crocs,
see an owl,
crocodile
that's a
smile.
crocodile.
Crocodile
That's
smile.
right.
Alligators.
Crocodiles have upper and lower teeth visible. Alligators have a narrower. Also, crocodiles' snouts are broader, more flat, and wider.
Avon 6 says, "I live in Louisiana for a time. Haven't lived till you drive down the back road to see 1,000-pound water puppy. I staring at you from the high beams of your car.
Water puppies? Is
Water
that what he
puppy.
calls them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Louisiana.
Gatto is also Italian. Cat for Italian. Italian for cat. You're right, Daniel's Hot Topics. I studied Italian for a year in university.
Carla goes on to say, one you'll see later, the other you'll see in a while. But can Alistor steal that one? What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A woman after my own heart. You get to hear my Alistor
Oh, my
impersonation
God.
without
Oh,
the
jeez.
filter.
Did Carla Burton just do a dad joke?
Yes, she did. Alistor's going to
Yes, she
steal that
did.
one. Water Demon's... water Demon. Water. Radio Demon's going to steal that one. Sorry, not sorry.
Jesus Christ.
She loved a water boy. Mama always said that happiness comes down on little rays of sunshine and rainbows.
Do you mind reading this from our friend Eugene Bird?
Carla, dear, it's difficult when running like a coward in the opposite direction, so not a chance.
Running like a sane individual, I would say. So, yeah, lots of birds, because there's lots of fish in Zihuatanejo. This is again from Playa de Gatos, Cat's Beach.
Oh my God! Speaking of cats, this child right here. Oh.
So, I told you about the fish market that was just 200 meters from that hostel entrance. This is the morning market where you can go and you can see they've got giant slabs of marlin and tuna for sale right there. They just cut them right off the fish as you wish.
I likes me some soulfish.
Man, it was delicious. It was awesome. Look at that.
Oh. My calico stares at this with the desire.
That is, I want to say that's marlin. I know that's not tuna. And I know that's not mahi. That's marlin, folks.
Fish are friends, not food.
That's marlin. Oh, Milton Knowles, the Witch King, the insane Witch King. Fish are friends, not food. I learned this in Finding Nemo.
Oh.
I have Finding Nemo in Japanese, right? You know what?
Now my child massages
I'm
me.
not gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you.
Wait, no, child. Bad massages. When you massage, just stay curled up, stay loafed. No massages.
There.
Your talons are too sharp. Too sharp, child.
Go. There is Finding Nemo in Japanese. Oh, that's upside down. There we go. This means knee. See the two is knee, and then this kanji is mo. Nemo. There we go. Finding Nemo.
There's Dory. I hate Dory with a
It
passion.
is. And the thing, see, the thing is with the Japanese books, you start at the back.
Oh yeah, they're read from
You start at they
left
are.
to
They
right,
start. They are. I assure
or
you.
right to left.
Yeah. See, that's the back of the book,
Yeah, it's a
and
manga.
that's where I started. And I started taking notes, Tony, and I've taken a lot of notes, and I'm on page 3.
Is that
It's
Japanese or is that Eldari?
it's no, it's Japanese.
Well,
Yeah.
that was Eldari is a joke, a Warhammer 40k joke about space
Oh
elves.
no, I don't know that one. Anywhere. So yeah, fish are friends, but they're also delicious.
And you know, the best friend is the kind that'll help you out when you're hungry.
Sniff. Oh dear. They're sniffing. Oh dear. Just tell see you later and he may stop, says Carla Burton. Yell. That'll help.
Yo ho, Mexico. Way
About
down where the
100
cactus
kilograms
grow.
of mouth pressure, says Brett Cohen. Okay, so that's referring to the crocodiles.
They're smiling.
Tony, do you mind reading Milton Dole's chat?
I want to see the Finding of Nemo in the Hungara Sushi Bar. That's the only reason I would go to a sushi bar. Sakura desune.
Hey, DJ Play Nice. No, you did not miss Mexico. We're talking about Pacific Mexico. This is just off the coast of Zihuatanejo. Well, this is the beach of Zihuatanejo right here, where they sell this delicious marlin fish. So this is marlin. No, you did not miss Mexico. Not at all, sir.
Yo ho, Mexico. Down there where the cactus
That's
grow. Tequila and a donkey show. Mexico, Mexico. Wait, what?
both of which you can have at the same time. Whoa, that's a lot of pressure with tons of teeth, says Carla Burton. Yep, true story. So this is Zihuatanejo on the Pacific Coast, and this is what it looks like on the barbecue, folks. I got all of this at the market in Zihuatanejo. They have a central market, which is about a kilometer up from the beach, and you can get tons of fresh fruit and veg and fresh made salami. They make it right there. Any kind of pork or beef products you want, chicken. And then I just bought the fish from the beach, right from the fisherman, right there. So right there, this was at the hostel, right on the barbecue, right there. And this, a late night hot dog vendor. Oh my god, he was so good. I don't eat hot dogs normally, but Mexico, they were delicious. Ooh, do you know
Dark
what
Helmet, hail
bomberos?
to Dark Helmet. I'm will now read his chat in his voice. What kind of weird convo are you two wieners having? Well, the two wieners that were on the grill you just saw a second ago.
Yes. Hey, eat fish, save the trees, says Brett Cohen. Mexico is going to take a few sessions, DJ. Yes, it will. Next time, I'd like to have my good personal friends that I actually know in real life. I would love to have. They're probably in bed right now, but I would love to have Mimi and Mike on next time, and we will do because they've lived quite a bit of time in the Yucatan Peninsula on the east coast of Mexico. So I'll have Mimi and Mike on for that. But this is the Pacific coast of Mexico. And bomberos in this photo. Bomberos, for those of you who don't know, is Spanish for fire department, fireman in Spanish. So we did have a fire there. That's the one. Menus in English, and those prices are in pesos. Just so no one has a heart attack. Those are in pesos, about 12 to 1, 15 to 1 in American. And this guy walks along the beaches and sells homemade mezcal. And as you can see, it's early in the morning, early in the morning. And he's selling mezcal. And I was buying what he was selling. It was still during the times of the COVID mess, but no one, as you can see, we didn't take it very seriously. And I found Spider-Man in
Mm-hmm.
Mexico. Tony, honestly, I had my suit with me,
Yeah.
and I didn't put it on. I had it with me in my backpack. Right there's my hostel right
Always have
behind
your
me,
Spidey suit.
and there's the room. See, the gate is right there, and right behind that door is the room. My Spidey suit was in 30 feet of me at this point, and I didn't put it on because these guys, I didn't want to take from what they were doing. These guys were getting money for photos, and I didn't want to take from what they were doing. So I let them have their thing. I didn't want to get beat up
Have
trying
a
to
good
do it.
night, Sean. Yes, think tank tomorrow.
Good
Lots
night,
of
Sean.
ideas that I need to like toolbox. I really need to, get to that 1K to feel better about myself.
Good night to you, Sean. And hey, I never left the U.S., says Dark Helmet. I'm weird. Mexico's a pretty great place, buddy. But you can travel around the world with us here on Thursday nights. Thursday night travel talk with Spidey. You don't need to leave. Um, who is that shirtless underwear model? Says Eugene Bird.
It smells
Oh
like
dear.
maple syrup.
Oh dear. I don't know what you're referring to.
He
Eugene
smells
Bird.
like maple syrup. That you talking about that model? Yeah, smells like maple syrup.
Hey, Sean Carter says, okay, I'm lights out, folks. Thank you, Spidey, for sharing the pics and video. And Tony, we need to talk. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna have a think tank tomorrow backstage, and we got to break a
Oh,
plateau. So
oh
I'm hosting
shit.
a think tank. It's just open backstage. I'll be posting a link in the group chat. Shoot some ideas across each other, toolbox a few songs, and try to get some more stuff done. Because there can never be enough stuff to do on the matinees ever. I want more that I could ever do in an episode available to me at all times, so that I can always have a new episode available and I don't have to repeat the same stuff. So
That makes sense. Is that a kitty?
that is indeed one of my children. Yes.
Sean Carter, great to have you here. Thank you for being here. And so this is Ixtapa. And Ixtapa is on the west coast of Mexico, just above Zihuatanejo, about halfway down the coast of Mexico on the Pacific side,
Mhm.
really, if you're looking at a map. And Ixtapa was poised to be the new Acapulco of Mexico. A lot of money was poured in, and this is on the walk from Zihuatanejo. I walked from Zihuatanejo to Ixtapa. You get flights into both of those places. Uh, it was about an hour and a half walk, about 7 kilometers, and
Mhm.
it was built up to be Acapulco, but the investment money fell through, and it never really took off. So they have all this infrastructure there, but it's not utilized. So it looks quite beautiful from the hillsides here. And reading from the chat, DJ Play Nice says, been trying to reach you today. I lived in Puerto Escondido for several months. It's on the Oaxacan coast. Dude, I know exactly where it is, and I want to go there next.
Have a good
I
night, pop culture curator. God bless.
want to go there next, DJ Play Nice. I'd love to go to Puerto Escondido. I know exactly where it is in Oaxaca. I went to Oaxaca City. I didn't get to the coast. I had friends there. It's on my list. Apparently, it's less touristy, more beautiful, and cheaper, more affordable than anywhere up on the Pacific coast. So Puerto Escondido is south of Acapulco, about 4 hours. I want to go there. You're damn right. Do you mind reading this, Tony, from our friend Milton Knowles?
Damn it, it's the middle of the week for me. I want fish and chips now. I'm going to have to wait till Thursday.
Indeed. And Susan Dolan is saying hello to Dark Helmet.
Susan Dolan has a beautiful hive of cats, by the way.
So this is again, peppers were really common in Mexico, easy and cheap to get with the limes and a few potatoes there and garlic and the fish. The fish is everywhere. It's such good fish. And here at the fish market again, Tony, they just lay out all the fish on the boards with ice, and you select the fish you want, and they carve it up for you. Just lovely fish
Just
markets.
dropping the fish there.
And there was no bartering there. There's a lot of places in Mexico there's bartering. When you go to the markets, they're giving you the price. They're you line up with the
No
locals
haggling. No
and you
haggling. No
pay the
trade.
same thing. And there again, gorgeous beach,
I
beautiful
smell
beaches.
more maple syrup. I wonder why.
A lot of them have the what are those called? The thatched roofs on top. See, that's a
Yes.
restaurant. Would you go and order whatever you want there? Absolutely gorgeous scenery, right in Zihuatanejo, right on the beach. There you go. See, they put out all the tables and chairs every day, and they pull them back out at night, and you can sit right on the beach. This is the main city beach in Zihuatanejo. Absolutely gorgeous. And again with the fish, this
Starfish.
this was
Starfish.
dorado. Da fish, da fish, fish and wieners, fish and
Starfish.
wieners,
Starfrags. Starfish and frags.
da fish and the wieners. This is a whiter fish. Okay, this is probably dorado. I want to say that's mahi mahi and dorado. I bought a lot of dorado down there, which is Spanish for golden fish. Mahi mahi, we call it, with the wieners. That happens.
Say,
Ooh.
Brett Cohen in the chat says, "What happened to the handsome man?"
Dude. He's been having some beers.
Said to him, I says, "Get that handsome man back up
Ooh.
here." Eugene Bell says the new Mexican president isn't half bad looking.
Ooh. And thank you. No. This one. DJ Play Nice. Thank you for palapas. That's exactly what they're called. Palapas. Yes. Here, for those who are watching, this is a palapa behind me right there. That's the palapa, the thatched hut. Thank you, DJ Play Nice.
There you go, Brett Cohen. Got the handsome man back.
There you go. Ooh. Susan Dolan. Do you mind reading this, Tony, please?
Has a channel called Travel Thirsty. And the guy goes all over. He prefers Thailand. And where you can see them making such dishes out of crocodiles and such. Magnificent.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dark Helmet says, I know you should never drink the water down there, but is the food safe?
If it drinks
Or
the
is
water.
it McDonald's safe? Not really safe, but probably won't kill you. Dude, the food in Mexico, the fresh fruit and vegetables that I was buying were safer than anything we're eating in North America, in Canada or America right now. It's whole food.
I'm drinking a Nuka Cola right now. That's pretty safe. Radiation kills all the preservatives and crap.
Well, that's what I've heard, yeah. Plus all the bacteria. See, this is straight from the ocean. Straight from the ocean. That was swimming just 3 hours before this photo. That's all real food, my friend. That is all real food. Real peppers, whole food. You know how many boxes and packages I opened while I was living in Mexico? None. Like boxes of beer. Yeah, no, it's all whole food. It was absolutely delicious. And as far as cooking it, I got a lot of my food was cooked right in front of me. I did, right on the beach or right in a restaurant. The cook is cooking it right in front of you. All of this was done right in front of me, so I could see how they were doing it.
Sing.
This was another spot. So this is Zihuatanejo, to the south of Zihuatanejo, and you can take a taxi ride again.
That's gorgeous.
Around the corner, and you can see the long ass beach going south.
Brett Cohen goes to say that
countryside.
beers are for fuckwads, drink real drinks. I agree. I like my whiskey.
Beers are for drink real drinks.
I drink whiskey. I drink bourbon, I drink scotch, and more whiskey.
Oh, I see Pop Culture. Good night to you, Pop Culture.
Oh, you're still here? Oh,
thanks.
you.
No, Pop Culture is doing an excellent job as a wrench, and I really appreciate the wrenches here. Rod Thunderheart, Carla Burton, Pop culture. Thank you for wrenching, and he's doing a good job telling people good night. Thank you for that. So this is just around Zihuatanejo again. Ooh, what the hell are these?
Food.
Oh, I know what
Too
that
much
is.
food, and you're making me starve over here.
Nope, I know what that is. That's a famous Mexican dish involving chocolate. And if anyone knows
Easy
what
fried ice
Mexican,
cream. Yeah.
no, it involves chocolate. Anyone knows what this is? I believe this is fish with rice in a chocolate sauce, and it's 4 letters starting with an M. Anyone knows the name of that dish?
Dirt, dirt, dirt. TJ Play Night says mole.
Mole. Absolutely. DJ Play Nice, you nailed it. That is mole.
Da, 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 da,
Mole.
da.
Ooh, pop culture curator also. Mole. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Yeah, that's mole. It's spicy chocolate. Delicious. Do you mind reading this from our friend Eugene Bird?
I met Ingrid Betancourt on her book tour after she was freed from the FARC terrorists after 6 years. Her mother was a beauty queen, and she would have been Colombia's queen.
Ooh. Very nice. Oh, okay. And yeah, pop culture has the accent. You're right. It does have the accent on the end of the E for mole. And DJ Play Nice says he makes his own now.
You make your own
Damn.
mole? Well, every time that I have Taco Bell, but
I'm smoking, so I'm not really concerned with the food, says Derek Hellman. Oh, you gotta be concerned with real food, according to Brett Cohen. DJ Play Nice says, I dug my toes in nearly every day at Los Tios. My favorite beach restaurant blended fresh fruit juices in huge glass chalices after my morning run were mana. That sounds, I can identify with that. Damn right. And cartels scare me. Well, if you if you go near the border, absolutely you'll deal with cartels. Just don't go near the border, DJ or Dark Helmet, and you won't run into the cartels. I can never live in another country. Visit, sure. Live, no. I like my guns too much. Yeah, I've lived in 4 countries, and I've only owned guns in 1. I can understand that. But visit, sure. You can go visit for 6 months. Mexico, the cartels weren't a problem. The cartels actually keep tourists safe. If you rob a tourist in Mexico, you're taking away tourism dollars. The cartels will fuck you up. The cartels keep tourists safe. Unless you're a tourist that likes to mess with drugs, and then you're just messing with trouble. Again, this enchiladas covered in cheese and cabbage with the Victoria beer, which is very popular in Mexico. Delicious. Ooh, do you mind reading what Kivan 6 says?
Not chocolate. Mole made from tamarind fruit, peppers, tomatoes, and spices.
True. That is true. Mole does not have to include chocolate. That is correct. That mole that I had did have chocolate, but that is Kivan 6. You're correct from what I understand from my time in Mexico. Mole is mostly spices, does not have to include chocolate. That did have chocolate, however, I assure you. Chocolate is in most every mole. Well, it depends on the region. It depends on the region. Some areas of Mexico, the moles do not have chocolate. It depends on the region. Many moles have chocolate, but not necessarily. It varies by region. Agreed, DJ Play Nice. So this again is the fish market. Look at the fish, man. You can just choose any fish. See, the cats know the fish are there. They can smell the fish. The cats can smell the fish.
The child desires it. She seeks it.
Ooh, it would be holy mole. Milton Knowles, the insane witch king, says, "What would happen if the Pope made mole? It would be holy mole.
Holy tamale.
It would. It would.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah, beautiful fish. Dark Helmet, I know you're a fisherman because I know you've talked about fishing. And if you like fish, Mexico, Pacific Coast is the place to go. It's just gorgeous fish. And you can cook it any way you want. And talk about bananas. Talk about tropical fruit, Tony.
Deo. Deo.
There we go.
Daylight come and me one go.
go.
Day. We say day, we say day, we say day, we say day, we say day. Oh, that's cute, Lilia. Daylight come and me one go. Now the cat don't want to sing along. Work all night for a drink of rum. Daylight come and me one go home. Stock bananas till the morning come. Daylight come and me one go home. Lift 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight come and me one go home. My cat is staring at me. What the fuck? Daylight come and me one go home.
See, this is why I wanted you with me, Tony. You're fun, man. Thank you. Dark Helmet says, thank you. I sincerely meant that, Tony.
Grazie.
Thank you.
Muy bien.
Dark Helmet says, I do want to visit Costa Rica someday, though. I just have to meet someone that can speak Spanish and go with me. Dude, I've been to Costa Rica 2 times. I can hook. I will go. I mean, my Spanish is 3 out of 10 at best. But you know what? I've never had issues. I've always managed to communicate. And I love Costa Rica. Fucking love Costa Rica. I highly recommend it. You know what? Costa Rica is in my top 5 countries in the world. I would move there. Except those poor Aussies this year who were killed. Carla, what the fuck are you talking about? Like
Hopefully
with
it's not
bananas?
Cuban.
They were eating bananas? I think it had to do with either bananas or mole. They refused to eat the chocolate mole, and I don't know. I mean, I love Australians. I love Australia. I don't want to make light of it, but and
I don't
no,
know.
Australians dying. No, I have family in Australia. That is not fun. That is not funny at all. That's not cool.
What's it? What's it?
Finger up fish. I don't. Well, if they're dead, I guess. If they're alive, I think you need to ask permission first.
Well, I think he's possibly also referring to fish. No, Findus, Norway. We know a fjord in Norway where the cod gather in great shoals. There Jan stand diligent shit. You want one more?
I love fishing. Just haven't done it in years. See, Dark Helmet, I thought I heard you talking about fishing. I thought I have. Milton Knowles, the insane witch king. Tony, do you mind reading?
Most of these pictures you've been showing have been a bit fishy, but this one's a little fruity. That's super.
Okay, here's mezcal. Do you like that? There's the mezcal. 100% artisan mezcal, buddy.
Last time I had mezcal, I woke up and didn't know where I was. Opsa.
You're right, DJ Play Nice. In the big cities and tourist areas, Costa Rica is really English fritty. You're absolutely right. Correct. Oh, shit. Carla Burton says 2 Aussie brothers were killed in Mexico in May. Son of a bitch, Carla.
I'm assuming it was probably the cartel.
Yeah. No, I hadn't. See, I don't want to say, but there should be no reason for anyone to avoid Mexico for fear of danger because of the cartels, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, if you fuck around, you find out, I guess. That sucks. Damn. Ooh, hey, I think Milton Knowles loves your voice, buddy.
I don't know if it's he's protesting my big gay Al or if he's complimenting
Oh,
my ability to talk in multiple
oh,
voices, including big gay Al.
yeah, you can do. So yeah,
Well, we can
there's
always test
Stappa
it.
from Zihuatanejo. Gorgeous Zihuatanejo. And there's lots of little. See, Zihuatanejo doesn't have one beach; it's got 5 or 6, all within a short little cab ride. And can you see all these things on the beach here? These are shells, and most of them are little tiny crabs moving around and walking.
We do like a little bit of that crime. See, my ex-wife, she went down there, and the reason why we're no longer married, yeah.
And there's the weather forecast, folks, from Zihuatanejo. There we go. Oh, those are Celsius. So for those Americans, 31 is about, I want to say 90 degrees
Yes, it's 80,
Fahrenheit.
89, 90.
90. And then 20 degrees Celsius is
65.
high 70s. Nah,
70s.
it's 70s. 70s. I want to say 70s.
I don't know. I just work here.
I think it's 70s. Anyway, it's warm. It's you can sleep in your boxers with no sheets.
Milton Knowles, the insane witch king, goes on to say, I tried to go to sleep and I'm in pain, but that big gay elf voice is just too funny. Oh, just stop it and go to bed, sweetheart.
No. Kevon 6 says, got me craving some plantains now with that
Oh, fried
I want
plantains. Oh
some
my God, yes.
fried plantains with pork tacos and a beer.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Carla Burton says Susan Dolan. Susan Dolan. I've heard of that. What happened? Carla was one American based. It was likely him playing shit out. Oh dear. Oh, okay. High 80s at 31.
Yeah.
Thank you,
89.
DJ
I thought it was
Players.
89.
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be
Yeah.
89.
Okay. Hey. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. They were mistaken identity, and one brother was just visiting the brother. Oh no, Carla. Oh, man.
Hey, you gotta blame.
See, but to stay away from the northern cities, stay south to where the tropics are and where the cartels aren't as big. 31 degrees Celsius is literal hell, especially if it's 100% humidity.
Oh, you're talking to
Milton
somebody who
Knowles.
lives in Kentucky.
No,
I know what that's like.
That's heaven to me. That is heaven.
With
31
humidity like
Celsius.
that?
Yes, bring it on.
Dry. If it were dry, oh God, yeah.
Dude, I grew up in Canada. Bring it on all day long. I'm tired of minus 30 bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, excuse me. You're the one
Okay,
that
and that's
decided to stick around a place that literally gets colder than the surface of Mars during the winter.
hey man, if I could move to Costa Rica, I would be there in a heartbeat. You better believe it. So moving on. Let's see.
Moving right along.
So that was See What Nail. Oh my god, we've been going 2 hours, so we're not gonna go too much longer. Let's
I do have some songs I gotta work on, and then I still gotta run errands and then do my think tank.
Yeah. Let's pull up here's Playa Marawata. Playa Marawata is halfway between Malacca and Zihuatanejo on the Pacific coast. It's about 4 hours south of 4 hours north of Zihuatanejo, 4 hours south of Puerto Vallarta. And Playa Marawata has a population of about 500. If you blink, you'll miss it on the highway. It's got no hotels. You are sleeping in hostels, and it is as rustic as it gets. So I almost don't want to tell people about Playa Marawata, Playa Marawata, because I don't want it to get touristy. So when you arrive off the bus, here's the first thing you see at night is a shrine to, I guess, the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, Catholicism's big down there.
If you know Mexico, why play?
Why play if you know Mexico?
I love Mexico. I say yes to Mexico. 100 waves from Sunday, I say yes to Mexico. Ooh, that was a giant nighttime enchilada with chicken and salsa and greens, all fresh with lemon.
My toilet screams in pain just looking at it.
Oh,
I want to
so
eat it
good.
so bad.
So good. And that was like $3, Tony. That was less than
Oh,
$3. And you know that tortilla was hand
love,
pressed that day.
yeah. For the love of
Okay,
Holy
so
Terra.
so there's the beaches in Playa Marata. There was guys ripping around on RVs, but or in ATVs, but they were locals. No tourists there, as you can see. Absolutely no tourists. Wait a minute, those aren't ATV tracks. Oh, hang on, those aren't ATVs. Tony, do you know what those tracks are?
Motorcycles, dirt bikes.
Turtles. Those are
Oh, those
turtle
are
tracks.
turtles.
Those are turtles, folks.
Yeah, sea
I'm not kidding.
turtles.
There's no motorized vehicles on this
Yeah,
beach.
sea
That's
turtles.
those are sea turtles. You're right. And you know what? I'll prove it to you because I'll show for following photos. Do you mind reading this from our friend Carla Burton?
Okay, Brett Cohen. I just heard the lying news saying that you were executed in mistaken identity, but if you're Aussie, you probably know more. Would you like to know more? Dun, 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 dun. FedNet. I'm doing my part. Are you? Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
live in the
dun.
Midwest. 80s and humid is nothing, says Dark Helmet. Yeah, I love humid. What influences led you to being such a nice guy type Canadian Spider-Man, says Eugene Bird.
Canada.
Not having a lot of money growing up on the East Coast, I guess. Being short, I'm only 5'6". Yeah, I don't know. Lots of humiliating. I've I've been friends and family to people that have no problem calling me out. So you learn to be humble real quick. But thank you for saying that. For Fahrenheit, do you double the Celsius and add 32? That is correct, Carla Burton. Did anyone catch the SpaceX fourth flight yesterday? No, I heard about it.
Was it successful?
I don't know. It's like one was into drugs, probes, and he got screwed by a bug, bro. Oh, no kidding, Brett Cohen. That happens, eh? I believe it, Brett. Ah, shit. Missouri. Yes, Dark Hamlet is in Missouri. Beautiful. Yes,
Dark Helmet
turtles.
loves Missouri.
DJ Play Nice, you know it. You nailed it. Those are turtle tracks.
I like
What?
turtles.
Oh dear. Do you mind reading this, Tony, please? While I
I
cycle.
live in. I said I Kevon 6. I said I live in the South. I wish we could exchange climates during the summers. Nothing's more miserable than 40 degrees cell with 100% humidity. The closest thing to being waterboarded without a rag. Absolutely. Take it for somebody who lives in Kentucky. I know where you're coming from. So I know exactly. We live in a swampy area. A lot of rain this year. Lots of rain. But I says to him, I said, now, he's going through his photography to try and find himself his turtles.
I
Here's a
am.
Christopher Dominguez. Long time
And
no
we'll go
see,
back.
hombre.
We'll go back through all these. That's fine. Yeah, these are all. Oh, actually, I think that.
Turtles?
Well, those are. Oh no, you can see where turtle. See, they've got the beach huts right out on the ocean. You can sling your hammock there for like 15 pesos a night, which is about $1.
I like
And
turtles.
yeah, those are all the beaches right in Playa. So this is the last because it is getting late. We've been 2 hours now. Thank you, Tony, for joining. So this is Playa Marawata, 4 hours north of Acapulco. And what's that, Kevon 6? I live in the south. I wish we could exchange climates during the summers. Nothing is more miserable than 40 degrees Celsius, 100% humidity. The closest thing to being waterboarded without a rag. Oh, you read that, didn't you, Tony?
I read that as a very poor foghorn leghorn, but I did read it.
I see. I don't mind the humid and the hot and the. I don't mind that at all. Moving on.
Moving
I
right
thought
along.
Yeah, so this is Playa Maruata, and it's got 3 different beaches, and this is the middle one. And it's a mid grade. There's a few waves there, and
That's
then
the kind of like closure into the beachhead that I would totally line up a 17th century galleon on and just let fly all guns to the nearby forts. I have natural cover both the prow and stern.
no people here, Tony. There's no people. Those tracks are all from turtles. I'm not
Turtles.
joking. There's no people here. I made a sandcastle. I couldn't help myself.
And that's the reason why I would have my battleship from 1799, sail by and just let fly all guns. Don't stop till they see the glow of our barrels, man! Yeah!
Yeah, I had to make sandcastles. And I found a pretty flower. Oh, okay. What's that? What's that, Tony?
Turtle!
That's a
I like
turtle.
turtles.
I didn't want to get real close because the flash upsets them. So I didn't want to take a flash in his eyes. So I'm well away. But that is a turtle making a hole and a nest.
It's about ready to drop its eggs.
Exact. Dark Helmet says, yep, it was 83 here the other day and 91% humidity. And hello, Christopher Dominguez. Hello. Hey, welcome. Turtles come with their own suitable, says Milton Knowles. Did he mean suitcase? I think he did. I'm not sure. I don't know. Milton, you're awesome. Dark Helmet said, yes, the booster landed in the Gulf as planned. Oh, with the Starship, the rocket ship. Starship had a stable flight all the way to re-entry. A flap started melting after tile failure live on camera, so that was neat to see. Hey, awesome, and they'll learn from it. It did flip, fire its engines, and landed safely, though. Awesome. Tony, do you mind reading this, please?
The 80s and the 40 to 60% humidity here is far more tolerable. I'm 3 miles from the Missouri River, so the humid summer stank is knocking on the door here in Omaha.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, sea turtle. Playa Maruata. There he is. See, and those are they go right up to the beach huts, right, because the tide comes quite far up. So I had one fellow that was pitching his tent underneath some of these shelters, and he had sand hitting his tent and woke him up in the middle of the night because a sea turtle, was doing this and flapping sand up on his tent and actually woke him up. So there's cops. There's cops. Oh, there's my belongings that I'm catching.
Are you sure that isn't somebody taking a siesta?
There's the tourist bus. I did not travel on too many of those buses. I was mostly in the back of the truck in front of that bus. There's all those people standing in the back. Yeah, those are people like me that don't afford the big ones. And there's just garbage everywhere. They just leave the garbage everywhere. But that's how that's all my stuff on the side there with people in the back of the truck.
Hombres in the back of the truck there, but then there's dude with the siesta.
Gorgeous flowers. Oh, here we go. Good luck trying to read the name of that place.
Pichilinguillo. Hold on. Pichilinguillo. Pichilinguillo. No.
God damn it.
Pichilinguillo. Nice. Pichilinguillo. Sí. Faro de Buenos 55 kilometers.
Milton Knowles, the insane witch king, says, damn it, I meant soup bowl.
Ah, turtle soup, my favorite.
I'm just too tired to look at my own comments. I should have been in bed hours ago. Yeah, we've all been there, done that.
Why don't you go to bed already, Milton, silly goose?
Do you mind reading this from Brett Cohen?
It's likely, looky at the Aussie brother that working in America Xander did some dodgy shite regarding working in Americans' hospitality roles. Cunts out, cunts regardless.
Very well put. Yes. Ooh. Dark Helmet says the Missouri River has been riding high here. Yeah, the water's pretty high around here.
Britches.
Good.
My britches are riding high too. Wait, what?
Do you mind reading Christopher Dominguez?
The image of the turtle reminds me of a trilobite. because of its fins stretched forward, reminding me of and Tanner.
Spell check. Changes text just as you press send. Yeah, that's on purpose, Carla.
Yep, your phone is definitely a Decepticon.
It's 100% humidity all year around here, and I live in a subtropical rainforest. That's the cold type, says Milton Knowles. I love subtropical. Hold on. Did you back end the turtle?
They make great mounts.
Yes. Yes. Temperate rainforest. No. British Columbia. Yes. DJ playing nice. Temperate rainforests are all over British Columbia. Correct. Diving lights. Faro des Boqueros. Oh, is that what that meant? Eugene Bird. Okay. Okay. That's what he. This. No. Let's.
Christmas.
Right here. Right here. Right here. Faro de. Ooh. Diving lights. Interesting. Okay. There was snorkeling. See, there's a picture of a snorkeler there. Okay. 55 kilometers. Thanks, Eugene Bird. I guess I'll have to go back and see the diving lights. I love diving. And I love lights. So.
Brad Cohen says, yeah, it's called fuck 'em here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to need some more drinks. Cheers, Tony. Thanks.
Drink it in front of me, and I can't drink. Or else these songs will be ass.
No, you did well, dude. That was awesome. Your banana boat was incredible.
No, I'm talking about my parodies that I still have to write.
Oh. So I think, yeah, here we go. Here's Playa Marawata. That's the last town we're going to look on the Pacific coast. Just gorgeous. Oh, there's a turtle. It's dark, but you can see a turtle right in the middle.
I like turtles.
See, I didn't want to. You can't take flash photos of turtles because it's bad for them. You don't want to disturb the animals, okay, folks? So it's better to take pictures with no flash at all and get shitty photos if that's what you need to. Okay, lots of grocery stores, lots of markets. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that was seafood. Here's the boats on Playa. Oh, okay. There's a Christmas tree.
Feliz
And here's at the
Navidad.
back. Okay, so this is back at the start of Playa Marawato, but I did skip past some photos, so I want to show you some photos. And see, you can rent a campsite right up where those palapas are on top there with the thatched roofs, and you can sleep right up there. Playa Marawato. Gorgeous beaches. See, this is the most dangerous beach. This is the beach of death. Is a translation. Yes, I did go swimming in it. I fancy myself as a good swimmer, and I'm extremely overconfident, so that helps. Do you mind reading this from Milton Knowles?
Since yes, why don't I go to bed already? I'm excited about my parcel coming in tomorrow. A stuffed animal, as lame as that sounds. Well, we all got to practice on something here.
No.
Don't worry, mate. Your secret's safe with me.
Christopher Dominguez says, have you ever visited the Mayan ruins at Cozumel Island? I visited Cozumel. I don't remember Mayan ruins, but I certainly did visit Cozumel. Loved it. I have snorkeling and scuba diving videos from Cozumel. Absolutely. Tony. There's the place I stayed in Playa Marawata. Awesome, spectacular place to rent.
Bendigo, try get me some green cube on my Bendigo ride, but ended up being out in the bush for 5 days. It was terrible.
Jesus.
It was. Fuck all.
Tony, as I take a pee break, would you mind telling us about the bananas and why they're upside down here?
Those are plantains. These ain't bananas. They do have those banana spiders in them, though. Nasty old fuckers that. They try to bite you. Next thing you know, you losing limbs and stuff. Necrotic venom is what it is. Very dangerous, banana spiders. I'd rather deal with a good old-fashioned huntsman or two, that's for sure. Plantains are really nice, though, because it's like you can, like, fry them up with some tackers if you're feeling like, you know, being in the Spanish colonies. Right. Turtles don't really exist, says Milton. They're made up by conspiracies. That's right. 23 likes. Very impressive. Canadian Spider-Man will jump for joy. Or perhaps go and take another piss because he's drinking beer like he's no tomorrow. It's very nice. Very nice. A Pharaoh is a lighthouse, says Eugene Byrne. It sounds like a place you would go, and I thought it was going to convert this show into some sort of diving photos. Wowie kazowie! I likes me some wowie kazowie. And the reason why I like to put tomatoes in my sandwich is because it's fun and easy to do. I believe the correct answer, or the correct question was, what are plantains? Damn it, Alex.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Tony.
You're welcome.
I can't do what Doomcock does and go for like 6 and 7 hours without a pee. Of course, he's not drinking beers as much as we are. I am, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, I usually, if I'm doing like a fiver, like if I'm doing like a full-length matinee or a sixer, I stick to whiskey because I don't want to get up and pee.
Oh, Milton Knowles. Now, this is very controversial.
Yeah, it's dinosaurs too, mate.
Turtles don't really exist. They're made up by conspiracies.
Cohen goes on to say, Cutsman spiders is right, mate.
Hey,
I saw a couple of them out in the bush and me way to Bendigo, little fuckers.
Bendigo's a real place in Australia. I think I've been there.
You been to Bendigo?
That was pretty good. God, very good, Brett Cohen. I've got a T-shirt that my sister brought back from years ago. That's not a bong. This is a bong. It's a giant bong. Good. See, at the time, I didn't know what a bong was. I thought it was amusing. I didn't really get it. Oh, Eugene Bird says, a Faro is a lighthouse. See, there's a town called Faro in the Yukon. I worked there at it's a cleanup site now. Canada's one of Canada's largest.
Do take care, Carla. God bless. Good to see you, buddy.
Sounds like a place you would go, and I thought it was going to convert this show into some of your diving photos. Wow, nice. I will do diving. I will do a diving travel stream, just diving from all over the world, and I'll get Mexico and Australia all together. Oh, Javi is here. Gotta go. We'll catch up later. Hey, thanks, Carla Burton. We're just about to end. We're going to end on 2.5 hours. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes now. Holy shit.
23 on the dot.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks, Tony. It's so much. I'm glad you joined tonight. I was really hoping you would. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm late. You got to remember, I don't get home till like in the wee hours.
La Playa de Muerte, says Christopher.
Game of death.
Yes, that's exactly. No, that beach that I showed was Playa de Muerte. That was the third beach in Playa Maruata. That is on the north end of the beach. I'm a pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna brag here. I'm a pretty fucking good swimmer. Yeah, I've been caught in riptides. Yeah, I'm not too worried about swimming out there. I've literally been swimming off the coast in Malacca, and I had Mexicans, and I guess maybe these people didn't swim that well, but it was a big swell, like it was a storm out there, and I was the only one in the water, and this whole like 2 uncles and a dad and this whole family came yelling at me to get out of the water. It's like, and I'm waving at them. It's like, I'm having a great time. No, it's okay. I'm okay. I can swim. It's good. It's funny. They were worried. Yeah, they shouldn't have been.
I like totals.
23 likes. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, folks. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Carla. And thanks to all the ranches, Carla especially. Brett Cohen says, Kunstman spiders. Yeah.
Spiders. I think because they got themselves a big set of legs on them and they can hop a bit, they think they're hot shit. But news is on the block you could swat them with just about anything else. I preferably like to smack them with a cricket bat, you know?
Jeez, those cricket bat. I would rather get hit by a baseball bat than a cricket bat. They're about double the weight, and they've got angles on them that would friggin' hurt. So here's giant banana trees. They can grow 30 feet tall, folks. Just so you know. And this again, a roadside, cheap as chips. Like you get your soup and you get your ingredients and you just throw everything in the tortilla. You dip the tortillas in the soup. Throw everything in there. You can serve yourself. Delicious. Lots of condiments in Mexico. Lots of fresh fruit as well. The habanero peppers,
Condiment,
the limes. Lots of fresh fruit. I love
condiment.
Tony. I love see the problem with us in America and Canada. We eat too much food that's not whole food. It's processed. It's from a box. It's from a can.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
like don't banana
Oh,
splitters
they
give you like
do.
a
They
for
do. They
multiple hours.
definitely do.
Damn. You're
Couple
right,
hours, my
Kivantes.
eye. They give you a burner. So if you get bit by a particular tarantula, you're dead. It never goes away.
They are plantains are the potatoes.
Death by erection, sir. Death by erection.
Christopher Dominguez, which I'm assuming your Spanish pronunciation is way better than mine, and I hope I'm not offending you by what I'm saying tonight, Christopher. In Spanish, we call plantains plantanos. I'm sure I'm offending him, but I'm quite sure Christopher Dominguez has a sense of humor, so you're not going to get offended by my cultural appropriation.
I don't have a good enough Spanish accent. That's why I've been talking like I'm from Bendigo.
Spidey,
I live out in the bush. Put this grub on your cock.
What?
Put this grub on your cock. It's an old Aboriginal cure-all for whatever you get a burner.
That's okay, but grub also means food. So, am I putting a worm or am I putting food on?
You're putting a grub. You're literally putting this worm on your cock.
I get it depends on how cute she is. I mean, well, I used to do whatever a cute woman would tell me, and now not so much. I've learned. So, how do you like this? Love the Mexicans. They repurposed some 7-Up bottles, spray painted them, and made a fucking Christmas tree in Playa Maruata. Man, it's a poor town. If you want to not spend a lot of money, you go to Playa Maruata. It's not expensive. They don't have a lot of money. I mean, clearly by their Christmas decorations. And you also won't find anything open serving food after 8 p.m. But still, it's a wonderful place. Thanks, Carla, for being here. Milton Knowles, the insane Witch King, says Australians don't exist. That's made up to frighten us New Zealanders.
No, he's just stupid. Talking about them Aboriginals, mate. We hate them.
You've not met some Australians that I've met, sir. Birds aren't
Aboriginals,
I've seen the protest. True story. Carla, true story. So now, do you see this, Tony? See, they've got the cobblestones and they've got the cement roads, but the cobblestones are the bumpy parts, and it sucks to drive over those with your car tires. So they put 2 strips of smooth cement, cement pads that you can see. There's 2 to drive on. Yeah. So the whole road is made of cobblestones. But they laid out in the middle of the cobblestones. They have 2 straight lines of paved flat stones so you can drive on and not wreck your suspension. I've never seen that anywhere in the world, but in Mexico. That's pretty amazing. I really enjoyed that. That was cool. There's a better picture of it. There you go.
He's pretty.
Christopher Dominguez. Okay. Says that's a cave within the Yucatan Peninsula called the Cave of Swallows, which is the biggest cave is one of the biggest cave shafts in the world. Cool. Colors don't swim well. Um, yeah. Um, well, we'll need some statistics on that. That's a generalization. We'll need some. I mean, that's a hypothesis. I'm not sure that there's science behind that, but the beach of
Robbie.
death, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Kivan 6. Yes. La Playa. Let's pull it up here. Right here. The beach of death is this. Playa de Muerte. The beach of death. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Thank you. But you know what? I didn't die. I was fine. If you're a strong swimmer and if you're overconfident, which I am, seems to help. Oh, do you mind reading Milton Knowles?
Oh, cricket bat. A cricketer bat is much worse as they are made out of the heavy hardwood. Oh, yes. For longer drives, you see.
Dude, that's going to hurt. So, this is an interesting road sign that I've never seen anywhere else in the world.
Surfer crossing.
That's right. Even Australia, I lived in Australia for a few years in the early 90s. Early 90s? No, early 2000s. Yeah, never saw that.
Headzing.
2000 to 2005, I spent more time in Australia than I did in Canada.
You know, when I was really little, and I didn't know what pedestrian crossing abbreviated meant. I just saw the man on the yellow sign, and it said Pedzing. So for the longest time, I was like Pedzing.
Yummier food, says Brett Cohen. Christopher Dominguez says, have you ever visited the desert islands of the Sea of Cortez? That's Sea of Cortez. That's off of the Baja, isn't it? In California.
Whenever I hear the word Cortez,
No, I've not.
Dread pirate.
I haven't really done the Baja or California because I figure I can do that when I'm retired in my RV. I'm trying to do really third world countries and southern countries and a lot of backpacking while I'm still able to.
Canadian Spider-Man in the future will one day do a travel stream based on Antarctica. It will happen.
That's the only continent I have not been to. I have been
Let
to
us
the
go
others.
to Antarctica. I'll show you around all the hot spots, including the place where the thing escaped, the old decommissioned Yahtzee base, the UFOs.
I'm keen.
The methane pocket, that'll eventually kill us all whenever, it's released. And, and let's not forget the gateway to Atlantis and the Hollow Earth.
Ooh, see, that's what I was hoping for. You can rent space to rent. You can put up a hammock underneath one of these thatched little spaces for 15 pesos. That's $1 a night, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You can go down to Mexico and sleep, and it's so warm there. You don't need to rent a hotel. You put your hammock and you fall asleep listening to the ocean. And turtles will come and build nests under you while you're in your hammock.
I like turtles.
Like right here. You picture yourself under one of these things for $1 a night. You're sleeping with turtles coming and laying eggs under you. Are you kidding me?
That's fucking dope.
Like, why wouldn't you? Why the fuck wouldn't you? Playa Marawata. These are all turtles. Now, see, the people, I don't want Playa Marawata to become overpopulated. Don't go spreading this around. I know it's on the internet. Don't go
Welcome to the internet.
Don't go telling people about Playa Marawata. I promised friends I wouldn't spread the word.
What you did? You literally
everyone watching this stream right now, do not give out the secret of Playa Marawata. Do not. Just keep your mouth shut and just go there and wave to me if you see me there, but do not let this secret out.
Next thing you know, you just see a massive Stark Industries building, with drop thrusters just slammed down, brand new hotel, and then all the boats cartoonishly start lining up.
No, I want this to halt. The locals will not be happy. Oh, Tony, did I tell you the other thing about Playa Marawata?
What did you say?
everybody there seems to be involved behind the scenes with growing weed, and you will get
Ooh.
everybody and their uncle offering you weed from 7 waves from Sunday. And if you say no, that's fine. They're not going to pressure you. You don't have to smoke it. But if you're interested in weed, Playa Marawata has a lot of it. Just saying.
Playa
They grow it.
Marapuata's got the
Don't tell
best
anybody, but they grow it there.
weed. That's right. We're
It's
spreading
some
it
of the
to
best weed
see.
in Mexico.
Playa
Uh,
del Muerta has the
Better
best
living through
weed on
chemicals.
the internet.
Yes, Ivan.
Don't you
I hope not.
see?
I hope not.
And now
Fatal
everybody knows
priapism?
that is true. What?
What's fatal priapism? What's a priapism, DJ Play Nice, huh? I've not heard that word. Indigo Spider. Brett Cohen. A Sprite mystery. Oh, that was a Sprite mystery. Oh, Sprite mystery. Oh, Sprite mystery. Please bless me with more pesos. That's
I
awesome.
would like to have a Sprite mystery so I could have me pesos.
Generalized is a statistical thing. Yeah, you're right. I might be back. Might not be back. Depends on if I go for the walk. The dog wants to piss on something. Well, better that he piss on something outside of the house than in the house. You're out to rape what you can while it's cheap. No. I haven't raped anything that I'm aware of. No. I want to contribute to their economy, and I would like to give them a worthy. I would like to buy their worthy products for an equivalent amount of money that's acceptable for the region without inflating the price. Yeah, no, there won't be any raping. No, no.
Fatal priapism. That is the scientific term for death by hard cock.
By what?
Hard cock. Death by hard cock.
That's. I'm not sure I'm sorry. That's what I. Okay then.
Death by hard cock.
Yep. Okay. Fatal. Is that a
hard cock?
Which is the one receiving doing the dying, or is the one?
No. It's death by having a hard cock that does not ever stop being a hard cock.
Oh, from a blood. I
hard
thought it was
cock.
You were being like she would maybe being choked by it or something.
Hard cock.
Or being stabbed and penetrated far too and organ damage because I had
He's not not horse cock. Hard cock.
Oh, okay.
He's
okay.
He's cock.
Jesus Christ.
No, Jesus, just cock.
I love having you on, Tony. I fucking love having you on. No, we're not about to rape and no, there's no raping going on. I was very respectful, and they loved having me, and they enjoyed my money. Probably, I might have. It's gorgeous. Or like, how can you not have a heart on looking at the ocean like that? Yes, I swim.
That was good save. He was actually saying that his hard cock was gorgeous.
Welcome to Antarctica. See the snow and ice. Okay, go home.
There's much more in Antarctica than just the snow and ice. You have the decommissioned Yahtzee base with the launch pad that sent them to the moon. You got the gateway to the hollow Earth. Okay, you got the pocket of methane that will be released and kill us all. And you have the spot where the thing escaped in the ice and killed those guys and Kurt Russell and all those guys in Antarctica in 1984. Okay? All this stuff happens in Antarctica. Okay.
Carla, if you're watching tomorrow, I hope you laugh your ass. I'm gonna. You know what, Carla? If you're watching tomorrow, I'm gonna write a message tonight to tell you to watch the rest of this tomorrow, just after you stepped out, because
just beware, hard cock.
It got funny. It got very funny, very quick,
and very much hard cock.
Welcome to Antarctica. Yes. Okay. Then yes, I want a Twinkie. Ooh, is that a line from a movie?
No, that is antithesis of hard cock.
Dirty place. Would go there for a girl.
Wood is hard cock.
It's 420. It is 420. It was 420.
Let us make sure cock no longer hard.
I've already smoked what I had. So, Milton knows the Insane Witch King says, marijuana is bad, okay? But you're all adults to do what you want. Marijuana is I mean it's what's that expression? Everything in moderation, I believe. Tony says
In
something
all
about
things,
death by
moderation.
erection.
Or, as Tony would say, death by
Priapism, when
Podcock.
your boner won't go down, resulting in sepsis from the blood decaying in the penis.
Yes,
What?
yes, he's hardcock.
What?
Podcock.
I've not. No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm 52 years old, and I've never had that happen.
Well, that's
I'm.
because your cock is not
I've.
always hot.
Well, no, but I lived with a Japanese girl for a while, and let me tell you, it was
We're
often.
talking about sepsis doesn't start developing in stagnant blood anywhere. Sepsis only happens if the blood is stagnant and cut off from circulation.
Jesus.
So
Well,
basically,
look at that water,
at
Tony.
least 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, and then it starts to get a little bad.
Can you swim, Tony?
I can float.
Do you like swim? I love swimming.
I like polar bear swimming. I've never like the only swimming I've ever done off of the coast was Daytona Beach, and that was real fun.
Ooh, I might even have. I wonder if I've got a video here. Holy shit! I have videos. I think I can probably pull one of these up. All right, stop sharing. Okay, and oh dear God, I thought camshaft cook.
Yes, Chef Cook, not to be confused with Dark Helmet, who is talking about hot cock.
Yes, there is a ferry to Cozumel from the Mexican mainland. It takes about 45 minutes. Oh, disclaimer, anyone who's in Mexico who has weed is very popular, very available in Mexico. Be warned, when you go from Mexico mainland to Cozumel, even though Cozumel is part of Mexico, because it's out in the middle of the ocean, it's about an hour from the mainland, 45 minutes. There's a lot of drug trafficking. So when you get on the ferry to go to Cozumel, even though it's part of Mexico, there are drug dogs and security checks as if you're leaving the country. I had weed on me. I did. And I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't leaving the country. I wasn't doing a border security check. And on the ferry and walking up to the ferry, I had my backpack and I don't know, I had 2 joints. It wasn't like I wasn't carrying 10 pounds of weed. It was 2 joints. And the drug dog came and fucking circled around me, and the cop put his hand on my back because I was just going with this Chinese family beside me, and I was just walking along like, yeah, I'm with them. And because the drug dog was very interested in me, and the cop puts his hand on my backpack, the dog does a full walk around me. I am shitting bricks. I don't want to go to a Mexican prison. I'm a good guy. I've never done anything wrong. Anyway, and the cop and the dog, I swear, I looked at the dog looks at me, he looks up at his master, the cop, and the dog and basically dog in dog language says, yeah, he's just got a couple of doobies. And the cop just waves me on and everyone knew I had a couple of doobies. He just keeps going. They're looking for massive quantities. Anyway, if you do board the ferry to Cozumel, it is like an international airport security check. Be warned. You've been told.
Brett Cohen goes on to ask, isn't it like 3 a.m. for you cunts? It's more like 6 here, and I still got 3 songs, all right?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's 2:30 here. Yeah, it is 2:30 in the morning. It is. Yeah, I said we were going to end, didn't I? Yeah, we're going to end.
About half an hour ago, yeah?
Yeah. Bonuses are caused by specific muscle relaxing that causes one of your sinkers to open up. There's why lots of them in your body. Okay, well, there's some straight science there from Milton Knowles, the insane witch king. See, I think you're being a little harsh on yourself, sir. Anywho, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try and pull up add video, and I'm gonna try and pull up this video from Playa Maruata. Oh my god, I have so many videos. Holy shit, I think it's gonna let me pull them all up. Okay, fuck it. I wonder what that does. No, that's a bit too large. It's over 200. Okay. All right. That one's too big. Okay. That one is, oh, that's 2 minutes long. Okay.
Now I got my gray other gray child in my lap. Oh, hello, child. Oh,
Ooh, is that a kitty?
all of my children. Yes. Oh, kitty. Him's gray. Him's gray.
All right.
'Cause it's made out of smoke. Him's gray.
Ooh. Well, we can put him on camera if you want. So this is uploading. This video is uploading from Playa Marawata, and then we're gonna end. Then we're gonna end.
Going to kiss his crying.
Pull me all up or off. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of that, Brent.
Kiss his triangle.
I called you Brent. I apologize. That's twice I've done that. I'm sorry, Brett. Brett Cohen from Tasmania. I know your name is Brett. Didn't mean to say Brent. Okay, so the video is processing. Tony, if you want to show...
Processing!
Ooh. Do you want to see this? Tony?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck it.
I'm here until the end. If I lose a few hours of sleep, so be it. That's what caffeine is.
I don't have any responsibility.
I do. I have
to be
responsibility to make my show better.
I don't have any. I don't have to be anywhere until October 12th for my brother's birthday. But other than that, awesome. I'm free. Yeah, I'm free. Other than that,
I'm free this weekend.
It's a beautiful day. This is one of the best beaches I've ever had for making sandcastles. The quality of sand for sandcastle building is perfect. And that's what I made just very quickly. That's what I made today. I don't know, maybe half an hour. But this sand is like packing yellow sugar, brown sugar. It's got a sticky quality to it, and it allows you to really pack it hard. Made a little balcony there. Yeah, this sand really holds well together, and it's so easy to dig. It's like digging through half-melted ice cream almost. It's fantastic. If you get a chance, build a sandcastle. I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful day. This is one of... There you go. I hope you enjoyed that, everybody. Hey, Tony, did you get a chance to...
It was gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous.
That shit. No people. Good, though. Oh, Tony is weird. Should drop a link in the chat.
Tony is weird.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There's Tony's link.
Am I weird?
Tony, you're awesome.
Weird.
Weird. Well, yeah, but check the source. Like, who said that?
Somebody who likes weird.
The insane Witch King. I mean, he's insane.
I suppose it's about time to do the plugs or whatever it is we do, yeah?
Brett Cohen, great beach. Hey, thanks, Brett. I'm glad you liked it. Yes, please. Tony, I'm going to make you big, and you please plug yourself repeatedly.
Okay, so what he's doing is I have now been hardcock. I am big and plugging repeatedly like hardcock. Okay, joke's dead. Not like my cock. That wasn't even worth the save. Yes, I have this little show called Stark Saturday Matinee. Long story short, it is basically a continuation of variety entertainment right after the biggest variety show and only true variety show on YouTube, Friday Night Frolics over there at Overlord DVDs. I go on as soon as he's done. And then I do have an interview show in the vein of Johnny Carson, David Letterman, Jay Leno, called The Tower After Hours, which we will not be having one of those this Sunday in lieu of a Stark Relief Foundation, which is a bonus matinee, acting as a fundraiser for people that need money. The two people that are going to need money for this Sunday's show is a couple of real-life friends. We'll call them Pat and M. And they're really good people. I met them at a con about 4 or 5 years ago. So we will be doing some extra singing and singing and and all that good stuff, and voices and routines. Like I said, if you like FNF, mine is nowhere near as good. But if you like FNF, I think I do all right. Do you think I do all right, Canadian Spider-Man? I think I do all right.
I think you are unique. You are your own talent, and I appreciate you.
Grazie, très bien.
Well, thanks for being here tonight. And you know what, folks? I'm going to leave us on this. Milton Knowles, the Insane Witch King, says, thanks for the link. I'm going to Unconscious Land. Yeah, me too. I only soft cock subbed, says Brett Cohen. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Thank you for the 2 new subscriptions. I will ensure that I play my piano to the best of my ability for you fine folks tomorrow.
I'm gonna, please, Tony. You've really played piano recently, haven't you? Good on you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, thanks, DJ Playlist. I'm gonna send us off with this video, DJ Playlist. I'm going to send us off with this video, and then Tony and I will see you guys later. Every Thursday night, you can check me out here on X, on YouTube. I'm going to also be on I am on Rumble. Swipe right. Yeah. No, stay off the dating sites. Dating sites are all robots. Anyway. Check this out, Tony. Oh, there's a pelican. Nice. They usually get something. Here on the Michoacan coast, Pacific coast of Mexico. Small little, tiny little pueblo village. And this is their middle beach. This place is about 4 hours north of Zihuatanejo. And yeah, got the beach all to myself. Palm trees everywhere. Little shelters you can put a tent under or a hammock. Beautiful.
Very nice.
There you go. 4 hours.
Did you catch anything? I want to know if you caught anything.
Yeah, I didn't catch a damn. No, the pelicans did. No, I didn't.
Did the pelican catch something? Yeah.
The pelicans caught lots. Yeah. So that's 4 hours north of Zihuatanejo, about 5 hours south of Playa Puerto Vallarta. Good night. Thanks for being here. And yes, Susan Dolan. Good night to all the wrenches. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Tony, man, I love having you on. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's no problem. I needed a little pick-me-up in my confidence anyway. Like I said, Nickel's been rattling in the tin can a lot lately, so.
And you know what, Susan
Picking
Dolan,
up 2 new subscribers in one night's also very awesome. So thank you guys again for subscribing. I will not do you wrong.
Thanks for subscribing to Tony. He's a good friend of the channels. Susan Dolan, you're here a lot, and you're here in the wee hours. So I made you a wrench. No obligation with that, Susan Dolan. No obligation whatsoever. I believe me, I'm a wrench for a lot of channels. I know it's a lot of work, but I just thought since you're here anywhere, dude, I appreciate it.
It's one of my best wrenches.
Thanks for being here. So we're gonna end the stream, and Tony, thanks for being here, man. And we're gonna do this again. Mexico is too big. I've spent a lot of time in it. It's too big to just do in one show. So I'm gonna have another show. Mimi and Mike were on earlier as wrenches in the chat, And I'm going to have them on. They're very familiar with the east coast of Mexico. They've lived in the Yucatan Peninsula for a couple of winters now, and I'm going to have them on. And we're going to Mimi and Michelle and Michael. Sorry, they were just on in the chat, and yeah, we'll do that. And then I want to get some of the people, some of my neighbors. They went down with me to Malacca on the Pacific coast. Malacca is just south of Puerto Vallarta. And I've got I spent 5 months there. I have videos and photos from there till the cows come home. So I'm going to get some of my neighbors in, and I'm going to have them sit right next to me here. And we may not have the camera on, but we'll at least have the mic on. And we're going to go over some of those pictures and talk about fun times in Malacca in Mexico. So Mexico is worthy of at least a couple of streams.
Oh yeah,
and I appreciate you, Tony, for being here for the first one.
You remember us Southerners. So when we say I appreciate you, it's a little bit more than just your genuine thank you. It means I appreciate you for part of my life. Yeah, you mean it.
I appreciate that, man. And Susan Dolan, you've got a wrench now, so I appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right, good night, folks. We're gonna let you go. Thank you. Another 3 hours. These are only supposed to be an hour. I tell people they're going to be an hour. Come on, we'll talk about photos. It'll be an hour. It's hard not to do 3. I love travel. I love travel. I love talking about travel. I love culture. People all around the world, Tony. People all around the world. They're not that dissimilar from you and me. They're not. I don't care what color they are. They're not that dissimilar from you and me.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Good night, everybody.
That's why Terrence tastes good, no matter what the color.
No, don't listen to him. No,
you know when my boy spit your ass.
No.